Welcome to the Nomad Network, your first stop for complete and comprehensive Chicago Bears football coverage. Dive deep into analyses, updates, and all things Bears. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today and never miss a beat. Thank you in advance for your support. We promise to bring you the best because together we're unstoppable. Go Bears!
Yo, no maniacs. Welcome into this special edition of Nomad at Night. We're about to pull off our first mock draft of the year. I know everybody and their grandmammy and everybody else then pulled off 3,000 mock drafts by now, but this is our first time to it because I think you should be slow to it, man. I think you need to see things develop. You know, we had a little bit of time since the season ends to kind of figure out some stuff, see exactly where the Bears may or may not go. But I feel pretty confident. But guess what? This ain't my draft. This is Big Sammo's draft down at the bottom. It ain't mine. And we're going to see what he does tonight, man. Shout out to Sammo just busting up in here, kids. Let me pull him up now. You good? Down there? All right, good to go. And we're going to get into it tonight, man. Welcome in, everybody, once again. I see Jay Grizz. I see Liberty's Outlook. My guy Bishop's in here. Benjamin Williams, man. Shout out to you all, man. Please with the foul language, bro. We gotta delete that when we see it, Benjamin. I know you mean well, man. I know you mean well, but gotta delete those. All right, man. Let me go ahead. Let's just go ahead and talk around a little bit. Let's get human for a second. Trips, let me pass it to you since you first up to my right, man. How's things been, man?
Yeah, it's cool. It's been a few days. I think I might be wearing the same shirt. I don't know. But yeah, everything chilling. Looking at the different prospects. You know, was the Senior Bowl that happened, so it's like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. And watching the Bulls, embarrass themselves. Watching Big Frank, Big Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt, be left out of the Black Excellence for the White Sox, and he was mad about it. So just.
Oh, really?
Just chilling, yeah, because the White Sox put up a poster or mural or whatever with all their black players throughout history that did stuff. Big Frank wasn't on it, and he was like, number one pick, home runs, all kind of stuff that he did first. They showed him no love, but Kenny Williams was on there like 3 times, and they had beef, So it's kind of like interpersonal thing going on, but it's a Reinsdorf organization, so we that's kind of to be expected.
I really hate that type of stuff, man.
I know, but that's not part of the business, but that's part of the politics and the personalities of the business. The inner workings. Because I'm sure there was probably a coach. I'm sure throughout your career that looked at you as like, I hate that ninja. And I'm sure there was probably a coach you looked at was like, I can't stand that fool. Their kids had a boss. I'm sure Sammo had teammates or bosses. There's people you just don't like.
I hate my boss right now.
See,
Sammo, you already getting
awesome. I love you, by the way.
Sammo, you already getting you some people getting their bids in already, man.
All right, so I'm chilling. So go ahead and going down to the Canuck human kids. What's happening there, sir?
First things first, I actually love my boss. She's super cool, man. I'm not even joking. Most of there's been some sketchy ones though in the past.
Lady.
There's been some sketchy ones, man. But she's actually dope. Reason being, she did the job, and a lot of the time you get guys who've never done the job and they have no idea what you're actually going through on a regular basis, and then they attempt to manage you and micromanage you when they've never had the responsibilities that the job itself entails. In this case, my boss was one of me. She just got recently promoted, and it's kind of cool to have somebody who's fighting for what she wanted in the role. So it's actually super cool. So there's my little normal work life bullshit for you guys. So take it for what it's worth. Straight from the mouth of the Canuck himself. Outside of that, there's bear stuff to talk about, guys, and we got to absolutely none of that this Wednesday. So we're going to get a little bit deep into that, as well as the draft itself, here with my friend Sam to my left, and we're going to get things done. It'll look pretty interesting, as will this coaching staff. Let me just lead into that without getting into it, because I'm sure I'll be told that I got into it too early.
He's going to be chastised.
What's been good with you, Sammo? We just being human, man, talking about what's been going on in life.
Yep. What's up, fellas? All good. Man, I'm just coming back from Sky Zone. If anybody doesn't know what that is, the trampoline park, man, with the kids. Man, so I'm a little bit worn out. A little bit from that, man. Back starting to tighten up and all, man. Too old.
Oh, you was out there on the trampolines?
But were you on? You were out there on it too?
Yeah, I had to get out there a little bit, man. You know,
what is it called out? What is it? What is the name of the spot?
Sky Zone.
Okay, yeah, we got Sky Zone here in Canada too, man. Crazy. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I've never been in one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You ain't got no kids. If you're at the Sky Zone, you're just a weirdo.
Yeah,
don't just.
I'm a weirdo.
Sky Zone by
yourself. As a kid. Like, oh no, I'm here by myself, man. I'm all right. No. I'm like, no, sir. We're gonna need to see your paperwork. Make sure you're not on any list.
Wait, but we want to hear details, Sammo. What was your biggest error? How high did you get? How many flips? How many?
Oh no, I'm not doing no flips, bro. You crazy? You got your damn mind, man. I'm not doing no flips. I was just on the basketball rims. You know, they elevate the basketball rims to about 10, 12 feet sometimes. And just bouncing off of them, and you're trying to dunk and doing all of that, and then trying to go run back and then do something fancy, do a little windmill or something like that. I did none of that. I did nothing fancy. Wow. Like, nah, I did nothing fancy, man. It just didn't feel safe to me. As my age, I was bouncing up and down. I did a dunk, but I didn't do anything fancy. You know what I mean? Like my son, he's in there taking off, like throw me an alley-oop. He's taking off, catching it backwards. I'm like, you bastard.
Did you have to sign like a waiver for like a weight? Anything?
Yep. You have to sign. Everyone signs a waiver to go in. Everyone signs a waiver to go in.
Yeah. When the last time you been in a Dave and Buster's?
Dave and Buster's, we went there not too long ago as well. It's right down the street from Dave and Buster's, from the Dave and Buster's.
Did y'all get something to eat up in there?
In the Dave and Buster's, yeah. Dave and Buster's got good food, boy.
Man, that shit done upgraded, man.
Yeah, they got good food. Yeah, we went to Dave and Buster's not too long ago, probably about a month ago.
I ain't been in a while, but last time I went, that's the first thing I noticed how well they upgraded that menu.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Especially the wings. That's what I like, buffalo wings. So, you know, if you got good buffalo wings, you good with me. Yeah. That's just how it go. That's how it goes at places like that with the tavern style bar food, all the bar food stuff. I ain't too much into all the sliders and all that good stuff. But other than that, man, everything cool. What's up?
What is you naked or breaded on the wings?
I like them naked, man. I ain't gonna lie. I like them naked. I can eat them breaded, but I like them naked, you know, fried naked. They can be fried naked, but man, they don't have to have all that bread on them.
Yeah. If you do it right, I guess you're right, man. But if I had my choice,
you got to do it right, though.
Yeah. All right, man. So I'll tell you,
we got this place out here called Wings and Rings. They just got them. They're naked.
Wet or dry?
You say wet or dry wings? Yeah, that's the bigger question.
Yeah, if I got 12 of them, depending on where I'm at, I'm gonna probably get them 2 half of them dry, half of them wet, just to see.
Me
And
too.
I'm familiar with the place. I've been there before. I already know how to do it.
Yep.
For me, very specific.
Same here, bro.
If it's wet, it's because they got honey jerk in the building, and it's on. If it's otherwise, I'm a dry rub guy, like dry, naked, same as Sam. So that's my shit.
Yep.
I usually just rub it till it gets wet.
Oh,
I was waiting for that one. I could see the look on your face.
He rubbing it dry. And he rubbing it dry.
Rubbing it dry.
If there's a window, he gonna bust right through that motherfucker every single time.
Right.
Every time.
You give it to him.
Getting all the juice over your face.
All right, man.
At my eyebrow.
So nasty.
See nothing.
Man. Let me hurry up and change the subject with your nasty ass. How about this, man? Because I kids and trips might remember this. I was telling them this story a couple of weeks ago. Somebody I'm familiar with, at least I thought I was familiar with him. It ended up being a totally different person once I got in contact. Remember when I told you guys that somebody online on Facebook, on my Facebook account, was kind of feeling like they was reaching out. Shout out to the bishop who just renewed his membership. Whoop, whoop.
Bishop.
Shout out to you, Bishop. Appreciate you, dog.
Yes, sir.
Bishop.
Cheers.
Remember when I told you, I said as soon as the show was over, I was going to have to reach out to him, and it seemed like he was in a real dark place, right?
Yeah.
I did that. Turns out, and this ain't to my benefit at all yet, at all. I'm not even caring about it, but turns out this guy is the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company.
Say what now?
A renewable energy company.
Wow.
Nice.
Turns out, and I back-checked everything to make sure everything is what it was, and what it is when you by happenstance, this is all it was, is happenstance. Me being the human that I am, seeing somebody that might be able to use the skill set that I have, trying to apply myself and see if I can help him, get him shepherded out of that place that he was at. I'm fairly good at that, right? It turned into a deeper conversation. And what came out of it is what I just told you all. And what most people would do in a situation like that is like, oh, wow, I just found me a honeypot. That's not the way I'm thinking about it at all. Because it's, number one, it's a black man. Number two is, and I say this, and any white person in here will be able to understand what I'm about to say. Right about now, I feel like the black community is very, very fragile. You know what I mean? For a whole bunch of different reasons. We're all over the place. We here, we're there. We always against each other, all that kind of stuff people accuse us of. And you got this very talented guy that has a whole bunch of money and is kind of looking for people that also have some kind of skill set, some kind of talent, and wants to pool that talent together and see what can come of it while he's doing this stuff, man. He's got mergers and shit going on to make some kind of plant in Samoa. It is, I'm telling you, the details of what he's got going on is beautiful. And my thing as a black man is to try my best to find and reach black people and show them that not everybody in the world is somebody you can't trust. Not every black person in the world is somebody you can't trust. It's trustworthy people out here. And that's what I aim to do, is prove myself to be the trustworthy person that I am. And whatever comes of it from there, it comes from there. But just had to give you all that information, man. But he seems to be coming out of it. He's getting more positive, starting to, look down the road a little bit and see that light. I told him, bro, you are too talented. You got too much going for you to waste it, man. Everybody needs you. We all need you in this community. We all need you. And so I think he took the spirit of that, and I think he started to grow from it. You know what I mean? Just hearing them words, I guess. But that's the truth, man. We need people like him with those kinds of companies because I think this country is gonna shift and then morph into something we may not be able to recognize right at this moment. But I'm telling you, we're gonna have to change some of the habits we have. Big cars with all that gas and all that shit, all that kind of things. Everybody's paying crazy skyrocketed energy bills. Energy is free. You just got to figure out ways to harness it and renew it. And so it's just beautiful, man, knowing that there's a black man out there that has a company of that magnitude out there. And I just met him by happenstance, just by reaching out to him. It's crazy.
Nice. Yeah, you see, you dip your oar into the lake of the world, and it becomes a safety not net but rail for some. He's a smart guy in this area, but emotionally, we all need help at times. So that's a good thing to put out into the universe, and the universe responds in kind. Good shit.
Yeah, it's a beautiful story, man. I just wanted to put it out there. Thanks again to Bishop for renewing that membership. Dog, we love you. You know that. But I guess we need to get into it. I don't know what Kids is doing. He's hiding behind his bear.
Just eating a sandwich, bro. Listening to the beautiful story about black men with money. Is he hauling? What do you mean by renewable energy? What is he doing?
Renewable energy. I mean, I could give you some.
Selling solar panels.
Well, solar, thermoelectric, geothermal.
Yeah, it's mostly solar. It's mostly solar. I think there's a smidget of some other stuff going on in there. Some kind of might be some fossil fuels going on, but I'm not sure. But I don't want to speak on that because I don't know. But I know for sure it's a lot of solar energy reharnessing.
Does he listen to the show?
Not yet. He doesn't know.
Well, when you get him to listen to the show, he can buy telematics from Kids. Kids is about it.
Hey,
some of us are assholes, by the way.
Right. But where are we starting at? Because I'm pissed.
That's why I called on Kids to see if you can bring up the information that he did last time.
No. Before we get to that, I'm pissed.
What are you talking about?
He's pissed that Declan Doyle is gone. That's what he's talking about.
No, not Declan.
Oh, okay. Let me go ahead.
Oh yeah, I know what you're pissed about. I'm pissed too.
Let me set it up.
About it too.
Let me go and set it up. I'm gonna let y'all take off, man. Listen, I'm not one of them people. Just to be honest with y'all, I was one of them people that counted them chickens. They were just eggs. I didn't count them. I did not count them, but obviously, Trips and Sammo absolutely did. I wasn't going to count them picks until we got them.
Third round picks.
So go ahead, take off, man. We did not get them.
This one, yeah, you should.
First of all, congratulations to Ian Cunningham for being promoted to the position of general manager of the ATL Falcons. Now, I'm pissed because for 3 years, we have seen Ian Cunningham be the assistant general manager to our general manager, Ryan Poles, be his right hand man, his calming influence, tell him to chill when he needs to chill, tell him to take a step back when he needs to take a step back. And Ian Cunningham has been an instrumental part, an integral part in getting the team to where they are now. So to have him now interview once again for general manager positions, and all the fans are like, oh shit, okay, he gonna move up into the world, black man fight the power. We get that compensation, those 2 third-round picks, one this year and the one next year at the end of the third round. That's just what teams get, that we've seen across the league when they lose executives to promotions to other teams. So Matt Ryan gets hired as the president of, I think, football operations is what they call it down there. Former quarterback, Matty Ice, another one of Ryan Poles' boys. So they interview Ian Cunningham and they hire him as their general manager. So it's like, all right, cool, move on up and let's get our picks. And it's like, nah, Bears, fuck y'all. Y'all ain't getting no picks. And it's like, what you talking? What you mean you don't get no picks? And they like, well, technically, Matt Ryan is going to be making the call. So, yeah, he's a general manager in title and in pay scale, but it's not your typical general manager role. And I'm pissed because, like, well, what the shit they got to do with anything? That ain't on us. That's between them and them. But he's a general manager from assistant. He's getting a raise. So he's moving on up. He's advancing. It's not a lateral position. We got screwed out of 2 third-round picks. Sammo, holler.
Yeah, man, I'm with you, bro. That's bullshit, man. It's what it is. It's a technicality by the league, where they going in and assessing who's doing what in the organization. No, if he's a general manager, if he's upgraded his position, if he has that title, then we should be getting those picks. If he's going to be in command of the 53-man roster, then we should have those picks. That's just the league doing too much, man. He was developed here in Chicago, and that's what they were stating. Like, they want to make sure that the team that's sending him to the new team is going as a general manager would have been incentivized for developing him. Okay, he was developed here in Chicago. So you mean to tell me, and this is what I want to understand too, Trips. So let's say that in 2 years or so, he says, you know what, I want to go to an interview for this other job to be a general manager at another on another team. So Atlanta's going to get the picks. Then if he goes to another team, then Atlanta would get draft picks for sending him to another team to become a general manager. So that's what's pissing me off as well. Because now then he'll be the top guy or the top executive, because that's what they're trying to say, that he's not the top football executive now that they've implemented this new president of football, which Matt Ryan now holds, which Ian Cunningham, he also interviewed for. He interviewed for that position. So, I mean, it just sucks for us, man. It's very
now, Leo is bringing up the point that Greg Gabriel, shout out to Greg and the Podfather, Barroom Network, said that it depends on the exact language in Ian Cunningham's contract. And we won't know that because we don't see it. So that's between being reviewed by the league.
So the NFL has talked. Courtney Cronin has spoken directly to the NFL. They said that the Chicago Bears will not receive the draft compensation for Ian Cunningham moving over to the Atlanta Falcons as general manager because he's not the top football executive. So Greg Gabriel can talk to his hair, face turns blue.
Well, but what's Bishop talking about? He said that there are reports that the Bears. We don't know for sure.
We will not receive the picks, man. We will not receive.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Let me just
everyone keeps one of everyone.
Tony Stark stunt.
Y'all don't mind. Let me say this real quick. First of all, shout out to Ryan Post for getting the first extension of his tree, safe and sound into Atlanta. Good on him. First person off of his tree. First person off of Ben Johnson's tree, Declan Doyle. So shout out to them and congratulations to him too. Now, here's my thing. First of all, the fact that we need the Rooney Rule in the first place is beyond me in 2026. Let's just put that out there first. The fact that we need rules to regulate that you need to hire a diverse amount of people, diverse people to, fan out in the NFL and have these good paying jobs and do it. That's ridiculous in the first place. That tells you a whole lot about the NFL. It tells you a whole fucking lot about it. And let me just say that first. Secondly, as Ian Cunningham, as his so-called best friend to Ryan Poles, if what Greg Gabriel is saying is right, which is probably true, the wording in the contract, the language in the contract, if Ian Cunningham put his John Hancock on that contract, knowing that this is going to screw his homeboy, I know it's a zero-sum game at this point where, you competing against him now at this point. So, we shake hands and let's fight. But still, man, he gave you your start, man. He gave you everything you got right now. Why would you sign a contract that would preclude him from being able to get the compensation for it as it sits? And the final thing is, let me finish real quick.
Right.
After this, because of that, they need to make the Rooney Rule more concrete. Fill in the loopholes.
Yes.
So there's no wishy-washy to this.
Gray area.
It's cut and it's dry. So that's the problem right now. There's a loophole. They found it and they used it.
Before you go, Trip, just a quick question. In our structure here with the Chicago Bears, there's Ryan Poles, there's Ian Cunningham, and there's Kevin Warren. How is this structure in Atlanta any different than that? Is there somebody above Matt Ryan?
All Matt Ryan has to do is say he's the main football decision maker, and we don't get the picks. That's the point. If they came out and said that Ian Cunningham is the top decision maker, it went to football operations, then we get the picks flat out. But they said that he wasn't.
They
So
said
this is so,
Brian said that.
I just want to say that this is some very particular bullshit. Like, and how does, if there's a rule that's in place under which picks are allocated for doing a specific task, the task was done, the pick should be allocated. What they do within their structure is bullshit. That is a, you know what I'm saying? Like that, how their structure lines up and what the inner workings of their contract state really should not have any bearing on this rule or the Chicago Bears.
But the thing is,
it
though,
really
kid,
does.
there's an interview. There's an interview when they hired Matt Ryan, when they interviewed the owner and Matt Ryan, and they were talking about job duties and responsibilities. And basically, it was determined that the general manager, whoever that would be, because they hadn't hired him yet, would be the football guy, would do that stuff, because Matt Ryan doesn't know shit about scouting or any of that.
And he said as much. And he said as much. Right.
He said that. And so that means that Ian Cunningham is the general manager. And it's not about the fact that, Ryan Poles sucks in the third round. Yeah, not the point. And it also is not that, I don't think that it's the Falcons and Matt Ryan and Ian Cunningham doing the thing, because the Falcons don't give the comp picks. It's the league that gives the comp picks. Right. And if the structure is what their structure is, I don't think they made that structure to say, all right, we're going to make this structure just to screw the Bears out of, picks that we're not giving them anyway. I just think that that's their structure, but the nature of the rule, the way it's written, is just that gray area lawyer bullshit language.
Well, let me ask Kids and Sammo a particular question. And I ask you too, Kids. I'll get your take on this. Do you think there's a chance that Ian Cunningham signed that contract not knowing?
So here, no. So there's no chance of that because the Bears have the ability not only to block him interviewing for the job, they also had the ability to block him taking the job. So at some point, the Bears as an organization looked at this situation, was informed that they were not getting the picks, and still signed off on this. And this, to me, in my opinion, should be applauded. Right? Like, it sounds messed up that I'm saying applaud the Bears for not taking a third-round pick, but the ultimate decision in Chicago in that room was, let's help Ian get his promotion. Let's help Ian get to where he needs to go. And I think that is the most important part of this entire story. Secondarily, Sam, you brought a brilliant piece to this that I didn't really think about, and it's that, like, wait a minute, if Ian Cunningham is only the quasi GM in Atlanta and not the GM, he might want to go elsewhere and take a GM job sooner or later. And if he does Atlanta get the picks? Yeah,
because if Ian goes to Minnesota, then Atlanta gets the pick, gets that compensation, because he would be the general manager of Minnesota.
That's terrible.
Crazy. Yeah, that's terrible. That's what makes this rule terrible. And the thing is, they're saying that, okay, well, if they had hired a minority in the role that Matt Ryan received, which was president of football operations, then they would have to give picks for that role and give picks for the GM role. Okay, but it didn't happen. That's what they're saying. Now, that's one of the arguments. Well, I'm not saying that's what they're saying. That's one of the arguments that Brad Briggs brought up, because Brad Briggs did confirm that the Bears knew that they weren't going to receive the picks before. Yeah, so they did. It was known, and like as Kez stated, they did the right thing. They did right by Ian Cunningham.
Well, but that brings up the argument that people have that Poles needed to play hardball and stop being a nice guy and put his foot down. What? But I gotta ask those people. I gotta ask those same people, wherever you worked at, if you were working toward a promotion and your boss said, no, you can't go work over there because they're not giving me what I want. As an employee, and you showing up to work every day, isn't that gonna make you feel some kind of certain way?
Well, I got to tell you guys this real quick, man. I happen to make acquaintances with Arthur Blank because one of my coaches was tight ends coach with the Falcons some years ago. I went up to Flowery Branch and I met him. He just walked in the room where we were at, and he was in there with us for about 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. And Arthur Blank, like if you don't know anything about Arthur Blank, all you got to do is just look at his resume and what he does with his money. That's a very nice guy, man. I mean, a very, very nice guy. And what he does with his money checks all the boxes for me, because that's usually a sign when you're talking about rich people. Just look at where they spend their money, where they donate their money, and all those kinds of things. What kind of whatever wherever they put their money at. So Arthur Blank came across to me. Now, you can't make a full assessment or judgment of someone if you only met them 20, 30 minutes. Now, I'm just talking about on making acquaintances with him. He's a very, very nice guy. Very, very, I mean, I couldn't say more. I think he's a cool, good person. The more and more I looked at him, I was just like, man, this is a good dude. I should have talked more. I should have probably got to know him a little bit more. Long story short, at the end of the day, those two guys we're talking about Matt Ryan, talking about Ian Cunningham, they have a boss. And maybe it was an executive decision.
Well, but look at who was that Bishop's comment.
I heard that where he said that it sounds like the Bears are going to end up getting the picks. But I haven't seen that, but I take Bishop for his word. He probably checked it out. Yeah, if we get the picks, I think that's great, and that's what's supposed to happen. But if we don't get them, I'm not one to be sitting around crying and making them.
It is what it is. Right?
But also Paul is saying as well, fax trips, of course. But the Bears shouldn't be put in that position. You're not going to attract top front office talent or coaching staff talent if you're blocking their advancement. You know, now you got disgruntled employees, coming to work every damn day. And it's like, nah, that's not the way you handle business. So you handle business like, all right, friendships aside, just as a supportive employer, you want to see your employees succeed. Go spread your wings, do your thing, baby boy, So blocking or playing hardball to say, no, you ain't going nowhere till we get what we want is not a way that you run a business or an organization, because you got to manage people and you don't want to piss people off unnecessarily. And this would be unnecessarily. This is a Bears league thing.
Well, we know
not
you
a Bears
off.
Falcons thing.
You know you pissed off. You got your issue out, man. Anybody else on this?
Okay, one more thing I'm pissed off about is the lack of minority representation in these coaching cycle hiring for head coach, man, where we only have one minority hired and now one black minority. And anybody who don't think that cares, man, don't understand what representation means, man, for these young black players out here in the league. In a league that's 80% black, and former players are now coaching in just about every organization, yet they're not getting any opportunities to become a head coach. Man, it's just crazy to me. So, that kind of teed me off a little bit too. And speaking of the fact that we lost the longest tenured black head coach, and Mike Tomlin as well. So it's just like, that's like being down 11 spots, if you ask me.
So, hey, Sammo, just to speak to what you're talking about. All right, I'm going to try to say this without giving away too much now. All right. So one of my teammates, that coach that I was talking about, that I was up at Flowery Branch meeting with, we had a teammate that played for the Patriots on a couple of Super Bowl teams. He ended up turning coach not too long ago. But he's not getting those opportunities. And from what I knew he was a great player, when I was playing with him, but I didn't know how he would take to coaching the way my coach told me he's taking the coaching, and like he's putting his all into it. Like you would have never guessed that about him if you knew him as a player. Like that's the hardest thing he said he took to it like a fish to water. And he said it's good, but he ain't getting the looks. I was just like, why not? And he just looked at me with a cold ass stare. He said, why the fuck you think he's not getting it? I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So it's real, man. It's like some of the better coaches in the country won't get certain opportunities because there's a lot of people there to keep them down. keep them from getting those opportunities. It could be somebody that's getting that opportunity, get a phone call. The GM and the owner gives out a phone call and says to his last employer or some people that played with him or something like that, and comes back with this response like, hey, these people didn't say good things about you. Next thing you know, that's the reason why he didn't get the job. Shit like that happens every day, not only in the football world, which is corporate, but the regular corporate world that we all have to deal with every day. It happens all the time. People will shit on you when they got their backs, when you got your back to them.
You know, but it helps if you got the right last name, like LaFleur.
Brian Flores, perfect.
It sucks to me, man. Yeah, Flores is the perfect example. Exactly. Shout out to everybody who's shutting out Brian Flores, man. We should have gotten the opportunity to become another head coach. We see other people getting second chances, man. Or I'll put it like this: I see a coach in Kevin Stefanski who's failed up somehow. Who's failed up because he's the past 2 years in Cleveland have just been a complete failure. Yes, he's won the coach of the year twice, but I mean, it's like, what have you done lately? You know what I mean? Like, who are you now? Why were you able to pull this organization out of the dumps after that?
Man, he had 2 Pro Bowl quarterbacks that he coached. What you talking?
Exactly. Yes, and it hasn't won anything yet. He has another opportunity. Gets fired in Cleveland. He gets the opportunity to go and coach in Atlanta right away.
But everybody gets fired in Cleveland.
Well, before you go there, let me ask you.
Not everyone gets another opportunity afterwards, right?
No. If you're black, you do not get a second opportunity.
I know you toil in the corporate world at times. Let me ask you a legit question, man. You can be honest as you want to be. Mm-hmm. But have you ever had to have somebody use you as a reference and you had to badmouth his ass on that phone call?
Why would you do that?
I just don't do it, man.
Why would you do that?
You get sued.
I just don't do it. I never did. I've never done it. I've had the opportunity to badmouth people, but I just don't. I just wouldn't do it, man. I'm not going to stop anyone from getting the opportunity. I just feel like, because I wouldn't want anybody to stop me from getting the opportunity. I'm going to say what's good. If I have to speak to you, I'm going to say what's good, or I'm not going to say anything at all.
That's a crazy question to me, man.
I'm not going to say anything bad. I'm not going to say anything bad about anyone. I just can't do it, man.
I've got that.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to say. I'll say something bad, but I'm not going to say anything that's going to absolutely not get you the job. That's what I'm not going to say.
First of all,
I'm not going to say anything that's inflammatory.
It's actually a trick question, because if somebody's foul enough, and you know they foul, they know they foul, and they know they foul, they ain't gonna use you as a reference more times than not. Yeah, but if they're fool enough to put you on that as a reference, you in a tough spot, because you know they're a foul ass person, and that person's, your word is going to be reflected there.
But here's how they do it. Here's how you do it. Mr. Sammo, Kansas, interviewing for our position. You've been very short with your answers. Let me ask you one question. Would you rehire him?
Yeah, that's what you. Yeah, in the right role. Yeah, I mean, in a different. Yeah, I would definitely hire him in a role that suits his talents and his skill set. Yes,
nice. So that sounds like a hell of a no.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I would never. And I've been asked. Like, you guys would be shocked how many of these reference calls I have done over the years. And like, there's one person, and he asked me all the time, and he was terrible. Like, I'm just being straight up real about it. The kid was real bad. He was super, super argumentative in the office, rubbed people the wrong way in a general case scenario. I wasn't the only person who felt this way. He didn't rub me the wrong way. We were cool. But like, externally, other people would come to me and be like, yo, like, this kid's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He asked me all the time. His brother asked me all the time. I do references for them regardless. And I'm not going to, if you're going to ask me, it's either I'm going to sit down and say, I got something going on, I can't do it. It's like, if you know what I mean? If you're that bad and I don't feel confident that I can spin the conversation, I'm sorry, I will make an excuse up, and I won't get to the point where I got to shit on you in the interview, because that's just wrong. So, like, moral of the story, y'all, if it's an asshole that you have to give a reference to, don't just weave your way out the reference.
Weave your way out of the reference. Yeah,
Don't
weave your way
do it.
through it or out of it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, just don't do it. But I'm just not going to be the person that stops that person.
Me either, man. Everybody wants an opportunity, whatever it is, and like it's with the one kid I'm talking about, I got some very interesting questions from the people who were hiring him. And I was like, I had like, Sam, your answer a minute ago, that was one of the questions. And I was like, he's a very specific individual. For his skill set, absolutely, I'd rehire him, but you have to make sure that.
But now, as someone asking that question, I'm hearing hell no. Because there was a whole lot of hemming and hawing, like, well, his skill set.
Take it for what it's worth, man. Take it
for what it's worth.
One of those people,
because obviously you like his skill set. If you hire him, if you asking me about him, so
well, no, he's interviewing. I'm trying to check him out.
I'm fortunate in a way because this happened to me. Let's say a small handful of times. Got that call, but I don't know how unique I am, but I'm lucky in this way that I've been hired twice by two different companies. Hired twice. Two different times.
I've been hired twice by the company I'm at right now. Yep. So yeah,
that's unique, Sammo. Just don't let nobody tell you it ain't. That's not the norm, bro. Yeah, that is not the norm. Because once you leave somewhere, it's no. Usually,
try not to burn those bridges, man. Yeah. I try not to burn bridges wherever I leave.
And because also remember, you could say no and tell the truth about how shitty someone was as a coworker or employee, and they don't get the job. Now they disgruntled and they mad at you.
You're a good person, man. That's the best thing I can tell you, man. Do on the others as you have them to do on to you. I think that's real. I ain't just conjecture right there. I think that's real.
I'm just gonna say, like, my previous boss at my last job let me go. And like when she let me go, it was a situation where they'd eliminated my role, and it was like I'm like, there's nothing I can do. I'm letting you. I gotta let you go. They told me to let you go. I know I just did your review, and you got a good review, but I can't do anything about this. And like this is like the conversation we're having at the end. I'm like, you know what? I understand. Love the company. Is what it is. I'll move on. I'll find something else. I'm moving on to this next job, and I hollered at her. We've kept in touch. Hollered at her, hey, would you be a reference? She crushed a reference for me, no problem. I mean, you just have to be cool with people and make sure that they are in some capacity on your side. And this is what I'm saying. Like, this is the person who let me go personally. You know what I mean? Just be cool. If you're an asshole, odds are somebody might tell, you know what I mean? If you're an asshole at work, somebody might say that you were an asshole at work. Very possible.
Hey, kids, I got to tell you, before we get ready to get this thing going, one quick little advice I would give to anybody listening to my voice.
Benjamin, yes.
You ever get one of those calls, be very direct and don't pause when they ask you a tough question. You have to come right out, because after they're waiting to hear a little bit of hesitation in you. Yeah. So let's just say, like the question, was it kids that asked, would you rehire that person? Don't hesitate. No. Just be flat out and tell them, because if you hesitate, it's going to give them pause.
Yeah, no. I absolutely, I would hire this person. Well, given the skill set that he has, you got to be specific about it. You definitely want to utilize that skill set in a sales role. Yes, this is what he's good at. You know what I mean? You gotta play it up and be sort of specific about it. If you are talking about somebody you might be worried about, but I would never give somebody a shitty reference. Like, that's just cold-blooded, man. You know what I mean? That's wrong.
Smitty says I'm the kind of worker that is I'm kicking over trash cans and cussing everyone out on the way to work.
Fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. I'm out.
Fuck out my way.
I've done that too, Smitty Q. There was definitely one where I had to give some middle fingers and drop some F-bombs for sure. There's two. There's two jobs.
I gotta get
One thing I ever did was knock somebody out on the way to work, and I didn't want. I told you about that.
That's assault.
Cat just jumped out his truck because I beat him. Man jumped out his truck because I beat him to the gas pump and wanted to jump in my face. I was like, man, don't get in my face, man.
Okay, that's more self-defense.
Got stretched. I can't do nothing about that. But anyway, man, where's the information at, kid? You got the stuff ready to pull it up?
I've got things.
Let's get it.
So we didn't even talk about Declan Doyle. You got anybody pissed off about
Congrats,
the Declan?
Declan. You get Lamar Jackson now. Cool.
All right.
I gotta be happy for Declan, man. Yeah, man. You want him to see somebody go up and have some success. I thought, man, he was well spoken. I'm gonna miss his press conferences, man. I love the way that he
I'm surprised by his
articulated himself, man. They were great,
he did
right?
A good job, yeah.
He did a great job, man. That was just like, man.
You know what, Sammo? I don't think people think he was that pivotal of a piece. But if he was behind the scenes that we don't know about it, so I think he's there because of his innovation, because of the ideas he was able to come up with. And I think Ben Johnson benefited from that. Now if he takes that same mindset to what they're hoping they're going to get out of Lamar Jackson with him at the helm, that shit can turn into fireworks. If they can get a semblance of what we was doing here to Lamar Jackson, that's just going to be fireworks.
And when you hear him speak in the press conferences, he's very detailed, and man, he just explains things so well. Just a great communicator. So if he takes that, and if that translates into his coaching as well, and as far as how he not only draws up the plays, but how he articulates the details and all the plays, man, they're gonna be hitting. They're gonna be cooking with grease, right? Cooking with what? What is it? Trips cooking with what?
Cooking with oil.
Cooking with oil, cooking with grease, cooking with lard. They cooking with that hot grease, that hot fish grease. That hot fish grease. Yeah, they might be doing well though, man, because
just look at it like this.
A lot of good background.
What's his name? Coach Ben Johnson got his first branch of his tree.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Imagine that after one season as an NFL head coach, my boy has planted seeds. You know what I mean? Like one season. All right, Ben, you go. I'm just interested in where, I'm interested to hear what these new hires are gonna look like.
I go Cliff Kingsbury.
Said what now?
I go Cliff Kingsbury.
Oh, stop it.
Why was he fired from Washington?
That's because I mean that ain't
left Washington.
Just because coaches get hired and fired all the time, that don't mean he's a bad coach now.
Well, he's not a bad coach. He's not a bad coach. He left.
Y'all, this is an interesting conversation. So
yeah, he been gone from Washington.
If he left Washington, do you think he left to potentially get a head coaching job?
Well, ain't no more.
It's a mutual. They said it was a mutual decision between him and the head coach, and that the quarterback's not happy about it.
The quarterback didn't like his first year. He didn't. You was expecting a little bit more growth, and you did see that growth. And I think I think to be honest with you, the head coach needed somewhere to point the finger.
Yep,
I'm just being honest with you.
I agree. But if you think about it, it wasn't the head coach's fault, man. They didn't have any weapons. That offense lacks any creativity, any weapons. They went and got Debo. Debo was not. Yeah, Scary Terry was hurt most of the year. And that's the other thing. He was hurt most of the year. When he came back, then the offense picked up when he came back for a while. But he was in and out of the lineup all year and out most of the year. So that hurt them. They didn't have a dynamic running game. The quarterback was dealing with injuries. So naturally, the tight end who was one of their leading receivers was Zach Ertz, who's 35 years old. They had who?
Eckler and Bill.
Heckler and Bill.
McCoskey.
Bill was
the two. Bill. Bill is nice though. Bill is gonna be nice. Bill's gonna be nice, man. I think Bill's gonna be nice.
Look,
they need some pieces on that offense, man, in order for that offense to get the.
So I'm gonna ask the realest question now. If Declan Doyle is moved out, and we're talking about, we're throwing a name around there like Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury ain't going anywhere without legitimately calling plays. Do you guys think that Ben Johnson would even consider a dude who's gonna really actually call plays?
Kingsbury not coming here, man. That's
He'd
why
hire
he's
his
not
sister.
coming
You
here.
know what I mean? I can see
That's
his
why
sister.
he's not coming here, because he wants to call plays.
Until Kez just said that, I thought it was
Yeah.
a realistic chance, but I didn't
Yeah.
factor that into it. That's
I'm
good.
just saying, like the Declan Doyle
Yeah.
was like, let me bring a young dude over here. He can learn under me, but I'm calling the damn plays. Oh, now you learn some stuff. You going cool. I expect him to bring a nobody in as OC. Like I hate to say this, but that's my expectation.
Well,
They did bring someone in, didn't they? Some guy from Boston College.
They hired the guy from Boston College without a role defined, because he was hired just after Eric Bieniemy left for Kansas City, but before Declan was gone. So that's to be determined. But possible candidates are a former offensive coordinator from BC, I think. Boston College.
You got it.
Yeah. And so they were talking about him. But it looks like from the names that were mentioned, they were all young guys. You know, they're not looking for older or experienced guys. So it looks like Ben Johnson wants to continue developing, younger guys. And because I guess he wants to maintain that play calling responsibility while giving them that experience as offensive coordinator that gets you a job as offensive coordinator after 1 year. See Declan Doyle.
All I know is I've watched some like when he was at, I think, was he at USC or he was at maybe some NFL team. I don't remember, but I was watching Cliff Kingsbury. When I tell you that guy's got a beautiful offensive mind, the way he can scheme things open, it's like Ben Johnson in that regard. Ben Johnson has that kind of mind where he thinks through what defenses, the principles of the defense, and finds ways to really manipulate safeties, really manipulate linebackers, and find ways to get guys open via other guys like DJ Moore, finding ways to open up a guy underneath him, or using DJ Moore as an underneath person to get somebody up over the top of him. Beautiful concepts, man. Kingsbury's got that same kind of mind. He's dynamic in the way he thinks. I just wanted to put that out there because I respect him as an offensive mind more than a lot of guys I see getting jobs in this league. But you're right, Kez. It's highly possible because of the simple fact that Ben Johnson ain't giving up that Denny sheet. He's gonna he might not come here, man. But I would love to see it.
There's one thing about Cliff Kingsbury that sort of needs to be said. Everything Nomad said is correct, with the exception of year 2. Year 2 NFL Cliff Kingsbury is a question mark. So year 2 with Kyler Murray, absolute disaster. People kind of started to figure out what he was doing, got an understanding of it, just didn't work out moving forward. He winds up out of Arizona. Goes to college, crushes it for year 1. Year 2, absolute abject disaster again in the college ranks. Winds up back here. Year 1, stellar year 1 with Jaden Daniels. Year 2, I have to be honest with you, and I think everybody should be honest here. Like, you can't blame year 2 on Cliff Kingsbury. It was a lot of attrition and injury. That's what happened to the Washington Commanders this season, right? So I wouldn't point Cliff Kingsbury out and say, hey, like, this was your fault that the offense didn't get to where it got to. No, you made some shifts with the running back case scenario. You have some guys, but you made some shifts. It wasn't quite as strong as it was the year before. And worst case scenario, your quarterback goes down. What do you do with that? You try, but you're likely going to falter. So that's why he's kicking rocks and trying to find his next spot. End of the day, I think the world of the guy. I think, you know what I mean? I think his air raid mixed with Ben Johnson's stuff would be very interesting.
The thing you left out, kids, was they lack the receivers, the talent at receivers big time, and to me that overrides most everything.
Where? Washington?
Yeah, man, they had sucky.
Are you sure about that?
I'm absolutely sure.
So Terry McLaurin is above
they had the good guys that they had. That's one guy.
Well, Terry, Debo,
they got Debo Samuel who came in. They let
go. That plan didn't work.
No, well,
Debo, man, I don't know how much of a receiver Debo is anymore.
Okay, so like that you can say, and I'm not sure if the plan didn't work. Like the plan kind of worked, but it's Deebo Samuel. So you're getting what you
Mhm.
get with Deebo Samuel,
Yep.
which is really gadgetry. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You're getting some gadgetry, not necessarily.
The gadget, man.
Cordell Patterson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2.0, right? So,
I can't let you get a guy a bad rap, man. I think he's getting
so,
a bad rap, and I don't think he deserves it.
Mhm.
I'm in full agreement with you there, right? Like, so not something you got to defend. I'm in full agreement with you.
Well, next year they have Ayuk, so it's all good.
Mhm.
Because what if he does land here? Now you gotta take all that shit back, man. You gotta take all
I feel
that
exactly
shit
the
back that you
same
did.
way he feels about Debo as about Ayuk. But
Mhm.
anyhow, so yeah, needless to say, all I'm saying is I still think, regardless as to the ups and downs with Cliff Kingsbury, I think he's a guy, and I think partnering in some capacity with Ben Johnson might be interesting. The flip side here, I still don't really think. I think Ben is more I think Ben is much more of a control freak than any of us actually know, and I don't think he wants anybody in there with some sort of counter, different, new ideas. You know, the new ideas need to come from him.
I think different, but kids, look at this chat right here. He says, "You guys create culture." Says, "You guys know some potato wedges hit, boy."
Okay,
He follows up.
That's what I'm talking about. Create culture. Try that shit, man. You guys go back and look at this week some extra sauce. We did potato wedges in a specific recipe, and the way we describe how you get those things to jump off is very, very important. Very, very important. So go watch that show if you didn't. There's a reason why them things hit for him, man.
Yeah, he put it in there. He said he
Appreciate
boiled
that.
them for like 15 minutes. Then he went to dry, wet, dry, fram, eat, and dry.
Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. That's how you do it, create. That's how you do it.
Nice. Real quick.
No, that was actually us interrupting ourselves. So that worked out very well. But yeah, I guess that's a perfect segue into the next segment. No?
One last thing before we go to the next segment, man. Just one last coaching.
Okay.
One last coach thing, man, in regards to running backs coach. You know, we lost Eric Bieniemy. What do you guys think about Deuce Staley as his replacement, man? Deuce Staley worked with Ben Johnson in Detroit. For a couple years in Detroit. So man, I think Deuce will be a hell of a good
question, Sam.
They just got fired. He just got fired with everybody else in Cleveland. So now he's
okay. All right. So, okay.
Now he could follow Kevin Stefanski down to Atlanta, or Ben can get on that horn and be like, "Hey, bro, come on, I got a job for you." And that dude can coach. If I would right under Eric Bieniemy, that's who I would want.
They got they had a good running game over there up until they let everybody go. You know what I mean? Like they had a good running game.
Yeah, they had a good. I mean, he coached a few good players. Jamal Williams, the year Jamal Williams in Detroit had the 17 touchdowns. He ain't been nothing ever since. But that was Deuce. Deuce had LaShawn McCoy.
Didn't he have Chubb?
First came out. Nick Chubb. He had Nick Chubb humming. He had Nick Chubb and those guys humming. He had the rookie from Ohio State humming before he got hurt this year.
Judkins?
Yeah, Judkins. Yeah, Krishan Judkins was balling before he got hurt. So, yeah, I mean, he's a damn good running backs coach, man. Another ex-player. I think that would be the perfect addition to the team. Hopefully, that happens for us.
So far, we got pilfered a whole lot less than I thought we would.
Well, don't do that now. Like, where's the wood? Knock on some wood, brother.
Right? Because it ain't over yet. They still building.
We got some.
Assistant general manager, offensive coordinator, running back coach.
10 new head coaches into the league, right?
They need staff, bro, and they just saw this Bears staff do some crazy shit, and
they want some of it.
I think if you guys appreciate the success, and I know you guys do, and it's real, get used to that.
Mm-hmm.
Get used to that. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Get used to it, and that's a good thing. That's a great sign.
Well, it is.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Well, I don't like it, but I'll deal with it.
Hey, you know what, Naj? I just saw
oh snap.
And I don't know what's gonna happen with him, but I just saw a Matt Forte replica in some of the tape I was looking at early before the show. But that's way later. We'll get into him because he's got some injury shit going on. But
prospects.
Yeah. So I got to remind you of Matt Forte 110%. But
he was ahead of his time, man.
Yeah, he
ran like a gazelle.
Put Matt Forte on this team right now. We got a lot of success.
Man, he'll kill right now.
Man.
All right, so Sammo Rothstein, who's gonna be your home run hitter at running back? Who you gonna replace Kwani B with? What you gonna do, Sammo Rothstein?
Let's get to it. Let's get to
all good questions.
It's all you, kids. Go ahead and take control.
Wherever you are tuning in, whether it be on the Nomad Network, at Keds the Canuck, or Sports the Chicago Style, aka Triple RSCS, make sure you are subscribed to all three. You know, this is our beginning of the off-season content. You got the Senior Bowl that just wrapped up. We're going to have the prospects, the free agents before that, all the off-season coaching hires, with extra sauce on Wednesday nights, Nomad at night on Sunday nights. Make sure you're in the place to be. Now, right now, we are picking up where we left off the last time Sammo was here. Sammo Rothstein, he is the general manager, and he's making all the Bears off-season moves, according to one of the platforms that Keds is using. But thus far, we are looking at the moves that he has made. So, Keds, why don't you let us know what we are looking at?
All right. So we are looking at the moves that were made during I guess it was last Wednesday or was it last Sunday?
Sunday.
Last Sunday, these are the moves that were made with respect to free agency. I'm just going to go over real quick who is on the roster, and then we will get into our premier first mock draft of the season and get into actually looking at what Sammo Rothstein going to do. All right. So starting things out at DB, Zay Frazier, Caleb Williams at quarterback, Tyson Bagent at quarterback, Kenneth Walker 3 at running back, Roshan Johnson at running back. How did that happen? Kyle Monungai at running back, Deion Hankins at running back, DJ Moore, wide receiver, Romo Dunze, wide receiver, Cedric Wilson Jr., wide receiver, Luther Burden 3, wide receiver, Ja'Day Walker, All-Day Walker, Skywalker, wide receiver, Cole Kmet at tight end, Colston Loveland at tight end, Noah Fant has been brought in at tight end as well, Darnell Wright, right tackle, Ozzie Trapillo, potentially left tackle, but on IR for the better part of the season. Just want to put that out there because we have to keep that in mind. Karan Amagaji, potential left tackle, but he may also be on IR for the better part of the season. Theo Benedict was re-signed, potential left tackle of some capacity. Joe Tooney, offensive guard. Jonah Jackson, offensive guard. Jordan McFadden.
Let's hold up for 1 second, kid, if you don't mind. Unfortunately, Tierre Tart got re-signed over since the last time we were together.
Yep, I saw that too. So that means that he's out. So I'm just gonna fill that role in the draft anyhow. So
that sucks. We would have picked somebody else in free agency. Can't go back to doing that now. So we'll just make like we got him. But I still have a feeling that Sammo will be looking at a defensive tackle in some capacity. Let's keep that in mind. Luke Newman, offensive guard. Drew Dahlman, offensive center. Grady Jarrett, DT. Tierre Tart, DT, ? Javon Dexter, DT. Chris Williams, DT. Deo Odengbo, edge. Montez Sweat, edge. Jalen Phillips on the edge has been brought in. Dominique Robinson on the edge. Let's say that again. Dominique Robinson on the edge. Shamar Turner on the edge. Daniel Hardy on the edge. And that's what the roster looks like as of now.
You again, no secondary.
Okay. So very little in the secondary to talk about. We are looking at potentially moving into the draft, having a conversation about DBs. Doesn't look like there are very many DBs in that list. Jalen Johnson is gone. Tariq Stevenson is also apparently gone. Nashawn Wright is also gone. So things to be done.
We still had those. Hold on. We still had Jalen. and
Did we
Stevenson.
re-sign Jalen somehow? And I missed it.
We kept Jalen and Stevenson.
And he definitely kept linebacker Jackson.
And Jackson. Yeah, I don't think the linebackers and DBs weren't on there for some reason. They weren't on your list.
Why weren't
they just weren't on your list.
Okay.
We kept them for sure.
Okay.
I think we restructured it. You know, we talked it through and we end up restructuring Jalen and keeping him around. And the same with Tyreek Stevenson. We kept Tyreek Stevenson around. We're hoping that Zy Frazier comes back. We didn't re-sign, what's his name? Nashawn Wright. We didn't re-sign Nashawn Wright.
Okay. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Sounds like we've got 3 corners. We do have safeties as well. I believe I was able to get Kevin Byard back. Now that we're talking about this,
we bought Byard back.
We signed Kevin Byard at
the last minute.
At a team-friendly deal. We cut him and got him back.
We released Tremaine. That's the other big thing that happened. We released Tremaine. So Tremaine is no longer on the squad, which I'm expecting to happen in real life as well. So
that just might go down like that again. Very possible, and I'm going to say this out loud one more time. Very possible as certain Mr. Edmonds takes a team friendly. I have a strange feeling that he will get cut because that pay for that output is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they will re-sign him in some capacity at a team friendly in a team friendly deal.
Yeah.
But
can I impart something here?
You certainly can.
Here's the thing about you gotta look at it this way. I'm not telling anybody how they have to think, but I'm just gonna offer this suggestion. In these situations, like you got a defensive coordinator we just got. One thing I know about Dennis Allen, he appreciates veteran presence, and at the linebacker spot in particular. I don't know, like to the point Kez just made, that could happen, that Tremaine can come back under a restructured salary. That's possible, man, or somebody like Demario Davis, but I don't know that we're drafting a starting middle linebacker to play the entire season, drafting him to play. I don't know, man. I think there's going to be some kind of move made in free agency that we don't see coming. That's what I think. I think they're going to get a veteran linebacker and then draft one.
I could see that happening too. Yeah.
I don't
Especially
think so.
If they release somebody, I think there's going to be a veteran that's going to be able to compete for a starting position against a rookie. But I think Jackson is going to be having an opportunity to start at one of those linebacker positions for sure.
Look at what Bishop is saying. He says the Bears have started discussions, and I'm assuming he got this from a good source, discussions with Edmonds about restructuring his contract.
Man, Bishop is the one that was talking about that the Bears will get the comp picks, and have started these discussions. But remember the way that the rookies were eased into playing time with this staff. Mm-hmm. So, we're like, yeah, we want Ozzie as our starting left tackle, but guess what? He's not ready at left tackle, so we put him at right tackle, and then we'll ease him in. Same with Loveland, same with Burton once they were healthy, and, Turner. So anything going forward, I would think that they would have a veteran that is not a long-term veteran, but like a bridge kind of guy to let the rookies ease into place. Mm-hmm. Depending on the rookie, of course, if you take a first round safety or whoever the hell, they probably starting. So
yeah, I just don't want people to think it's just as simple as, oh God, this guy's talented as shit, man. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, no.
Draft him and start him as your middle linebacker and expect to have a successful season. You can get lucky. You can find lightning in a bottle. But that's a lot of learning. Dog. Straight up. It's a lot of information hitting you all at once like a goddamn fan in your face. And you got your nose in it. And you're expecting him to deliver on the field really fast, and that's the key. We need speed.
Well, Jay Grizz is saying talk here in Philly where he is, that the Eagles aren't going to re-sign Nakobe Dean.
And they shouldn't. They just drafted a linebacker right behind him out of Alabama, and he's tough.
Mm-hmm.
But that
Yeah,
don't
they
mean
should.
we should pick him up. But that's a whole other conversation.
Well, they might be shifting their defense completely because Vic Fangio is talking about retiring.
Oh, really?
Seriously consider a retirement. Yeah,
You
right
heard
now.
that?
That's
He's
gonna be
getting
happening.
old, man. He must be in his like mid-70s, man. Something
Said
like
it might
that.
happen soon because Gannon just got fired in Arizona, and Gannon was the previous defensive coordinator out there when they won the Super Bowl. So in Philly, so maybe Gannon works his way back into Philly, and as he steps out,
They got a safety there that I want.
What's the white
one
kid?
from Texas.
Yeah, he's white. I can't think of his last name, B or something.
Hell's his name?
Think of his name.
Blankenship.
One from Iowa. You talking about
Blankenship.
Reed Blankenship? Oh yeah, Reed Blankenship is nice. Yeah,
He's
he's
tough.
nice.
But they so used to playing in zone.
67.
He's not. I won't say he can't play man to man, but I ain't gonna say man to man is his strong suit. But so long as they're sitting back in a comfortable Vic Fangio zone with all that talent around him, you know, he executed in them zones very, very well, man. I'll just say that. But Vic's system might be getting a little stale, man.
Hey, that is also a question that I think we should just run over real quick, Nomad. When you say Dennis Allen and his scheme, and we look at defensive backs, if you look at the scouting on the cornerbacks, some of them are outside zone corner, and some are man press corner. Which one does Dennis Allen want?
Press corner.
All right, press corner. And what about safeties? Does he want the zone safeties or
Same thing? Same thing. But you need a guy that can execute equally well in both setups. And so it's not just exclusively is he a great man coverage safety or corner.
Well, no, zone slot nickel safety.
All of it means that you need to, even though that
man zone slot. All right, here we go. Man zone slot nickel safety, because there are differences in the safeties. Because I'm looking at just for reference, Kamari Ramsey from SC. He is a man zone slot nickel safety.
Kamari Ramsey is great in man coverage.
Whereas Caleb Downs from Ohio State is a zone slot nickel safety.
They played a lot of zone in Ohio State, but they also played an equal amount of man to man. Do you want 5'10" Caleb Downs on a 6'5", 6'6" tight end?
Nah, we can't.
So those are the kind of things you got to weigh out.
Scheme fits. That's the point. Scheme fits.
He's absolutely probably the most talented physically of all the safeties in the draft. I mean, he's just bad. But you mainly want that guy at the line of scrimmage kind of going downhill as much as possible. Great tackler, great, just at the line of scrimmage in the box. But playing one-on-one on a 6'6" tight end, I don't give a shit how talented you are. You're going to probably get your ass whooped more times than not. So that's why the guy that we have on the thumbnail is there. Just to give options, you know what I'm saying? So there's other guys.
Who was that again?
We won't be able to draft Caleb Downs anyway.
That's Thieneman, Dylan Thieneman.
Dylan Thieneman. We're not gonna be able to get him either. That dude is going high. That dude is going really high, man. We get them if we trade down, maybe we gotta try that. But Thieneman is going high, man.
Don't do that.
We trade down out of the first round and we pick up an extra second round. Maybe.
Oh, you mean trade out of the first?
Trade out of the first round, pretty much.
I like that.
Yeah.
But you see, that was
to the top of the second.
But because of picking where the Bears are picking at 25, that's practically the second round, and they would still be on the hook for all of the financial liabilities that first rounders cost. And there's a substantial difference between first and second round compensation for the players. So if you could trade back from 25 to the top of the second round someplace and pick up an extra asset, that helps for the long-term financial health and cap stuff, as well as picking up more assets.
You're speaking Ked's language. That's all my shit right there, right? Especially at 25. So
well,
you want to?
let's let Sammo get ready to get cooking, man. You ready to start cooking?
Almost ready.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get to it, man.
All right.
Let's get to it.
What up?
I want to be surprised. I want to be surprised by what he does.
I like Caleb Banks too, man. But Caleb Banks, I seen him struggle with double teams, man. Caleb Banks is an explosive dude.
I hit this button.
But
What up, Swift? I see he just busted up.
Yeah, big ups to Big Swifty out there, man. Shout out to the Swift Sports Network. Always good to have you
what
in the
up,
chat.
Swift?
I ain't seen you in a while, boy.
Raymond Granders.
Great content over there. So when I hit the magic green button, we're gonna go right into it. This draft is set to fast mode. They're gonna fly through them first 25 picks. If you want me to stop at some point, I can do that.
Let's let it fly. Let it go, man. Let's get to it. Let's see if we get offered any good trade offers, man. Let's hope we get a good trade offer.
Shout out
That's
to
what I'm hoping.
World just busted up in here.
Yeah,
and that's not a good trade offer right there.
King Booker, what's up, King Booker? Jacksonville. I think that's
what was that free go trade back 4 spots.
They just gave. All right, so Pittsburgh 4 spots, 1 selection. Like, that's not a great deal. Indianapolis moving back to 47. You give up 129. You get pick 78. A second
Reject
and
that
a
shit.
third next. Well,
that's too far. That's way too far to go down.
All right, I'm with you, but these guys are actually sending you further, but they're giving more.
Let's do this. We'll go back to the Pittsburgh one. Counter offer and see if we can get that 4th this year as opposed to next year.
Get it, Sammo.
We can get their 4th round pick for this year. So go over to 76. See if they give us 76.
I got a question, Sammo. Have you ever had a counter in a mock draft that actually worked?
Something like this, I think. Was it not 76? I think 76 is 32. That's 3rd round. That's why. Go down the pick under 76.
That computer is a stiff motherfucker. He don't want to give. He got his mind made up.
Nope.
Rejected.
Hey, look like we're gonna be making this pick, dog. Go back. What other picks did they have? Let's see what other picks do they have in the top 100.
I'm not mad at this. That first one now.
I like
that's too far back. That's just so far back to me, man.
I like the Jacksonville. It's even further.
That's only the first one.
But you get 2 picks out the mix. 1 in the 2nd and 1 in the maybe 4th round.
What's that, Jacksonville?
So 56, a little bit further back, you get 81.
Oh yeah, you get 81 and
then you also get
117.
That was even better, man.
Yeah, that's not a bad one, right?
And 2nd rounder in 2020. So I didn't really see this one. The what they're layering in.
What is that? Dropping back to 56 or 58?
56.
I'm good on that, in my opinion. I'm taking that because you get the 80.
Counter. Let me see what other picks they have. Counter. Let me just see. Hit counter. Let me see what other picks they have.
Ooh, they got 88.
All right, 56 is their first pick.
I'd try this.
Yeah, make them give me a top 100 pick.
Rejected.
I don't know, man. That's a long way to go back. It is a good idea. I mean, it is a good trade. It gives you
Caleb Banks on the take. Caleb Banks on the take right now, by the way, just to put that out there.
It's gonna be some dudes at 56.
Who's on the board?
You're gonna surprise your ass if they're there.
Let me look at the board.
Ain't that 81 shit.
On the board, Ty Simpson. Obviously, we ain't looking for a quarterback. Caleb Banks, C.J. Allen, Colton Hood.
Got a quick request, kids. Patrick Higgins wants to see
at least see who's available. So that's what we're going. That's what we're going through right now.
Hey, Swift made a good point. We can use that 22nd. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and that's what we're gonna try to do. That's a good point. Right, use that 2027 to move back up into the 2nd round.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I like that idea. Good call, Swift. Come on, assistant GM. You supposed to have that one.
Hey man, I pointed it out to you though. I pointed it out.
You did point this one out to me. You did point this good trade. This is a good. This is a good trade offer. Right, let's take it.
You're taking this one?
Take it. Let's take it. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun with it. Let's have some fun tonight. Let's have some fun with it.
Hey, Sammo, if he's Ian Cunningham, I'm glad as fuck he got that job. Get your ass up.
Now you got to slow it down, kids. You got to slow it down. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it. It's on fast. It's on fast.
We didn't get a chance to trade up now.
Well, we can trade.
We didn't get a chance to trade back up. Let's just stop. We're gonna pick. No, we're gonna pick. We got a draft now. We got a draft. So
there's my boy right there.
What was that? Dylan Thied?
No, man. Akeem Messiador.
That's my Akeem Messiador. That's your boy.
That's my boy.
He shouldn't be back this far, but there he is.
Go to offense real quick. Go to offense real quick. I want to see if somebody is there. Since we got all these extra picks, go to offensive tackle. I just want to see something. See there. Nope. Lost both of those guys. Lost both of those tackles that I like.
The Oregon safety ain't there. Is he? Thieneman? He's not there.
He's
so
there.
You got your snap. So you got your true second round pick right now too. So you got the best of both worlds right now.
Yeah, we're going back to back right now. Go to defense. Go back to defense. Let's check the D line. Go edge first. Let's see Hunter there.
Lee Hunter's a nose guard, man.
So Keem and Young, those are the two that I'm the most familiar with.
Yeah, Hunter is a nose guard. I got a nose guard I love though, man. I'm not even taking Hunter. I got one I like even better than him. I like him, but he's susceptible to double teams too, man.
What about Darrell Jackson, Florida State?
He's a dog.
Darrell Jackson, Florida State is good too, but he don't give you a lot for the pass rush. That's the guy I love right there, the big citrus, Dominique Orange.
Big citrus.
Dominique Orange. If you haven't watched Dominique Orange, that dude is a monster. That's going to be our defensive tackle. I'm just telling everyone right now. I just want to take the value on him. Go to our picks real quick, kids. Let's see. I know we have 56, so we've got 57. I'm not missing him. He is a nose.
81, 81. We can probably
we'll take him at 81. We'll try to get him at 81. Right now, we're going to try to get our edge and our
OT.
Go to linebackers real quick. Let me see if someone is there. An actual linebacker.
Like Trotter. That's your starter right there at middle.
Josiah Trotter, yep. We got Josiah Trotter there. We got
Jay Galladay is better. Gold Day. Josiah Trotter is great with run defense, boy. He's suspect in coverage, though.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, we need guys that can cover too. Yeah, I'm going to take Jacob Rodriguez, actually, man. I just wanted to see how far down he was. That's going to be our linebacker. I'm just letting everybody know right now. And I'm taking him way before that because he's not going to last that long. Yeah, and I'm thinking about taking Hunter, but I just love the big citrus, man. I just love the big citrus.
Well, what you trying to draft? You trying to draft a 3-tech or you trying to?
I think you're square though, man.
See, I could put him at 3-tech. Yeah, I can put. He can play 3.
I don't know about that.
Hey, show
go to
safeties or
no. But no, I'm taking. I know I'm taking big citrus, man. I'm not
big citrus. I can't see that shit.
Yeah, man, that's the big citrus.
What are you doing?
I'm taking right here. I am taking
look at
go to safeties real quick. Yeah, go to safeties.
Murray Ramsey fell.
You ever seen
man.
You want a nose guard? You ever checked out Dante Corleone out of Cincinnati?
Nope.
He's a beast. When I tell you he's a beast, I mean he's a beast.
Yeah, this is gonna be different. But I'm taking that Oregon safety right here. I'm taking Dylan Thielen. And this is why.
The thumbnail.
You know why I'm taking him right here? Because it's a steal in the second round at 56. And I'm taking him because of the way that we saw Dennis Allen use the honey badger. And You know, this is going to be his honey badger right here. That guy that can play, that you can move around, who can play, come down and hit you, and he can play the deep middle of the field as well and cover. Yeah, he's one of those dudes right there, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Dylan Thielen, man, right here.
That's a good pick, man. I think it's a very sound pick.
You're up one time. You got a couple of trade offers.
The skill guys ain't gonna be the same talent in about another 30 picks, man. 20, 30 picks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dylan Thielen is a really good guy right there, man. And then it's a defensive need that we had. I'm gonna take him right there.
He's starting
right here.
So
I'm going to, hey, that's a good trade offer right there, man. Let's go ahead.
I would take this trade.
Yeah, we're gonna take that. We're gonna come up a lot of spots. We're gonna come up what? Yeah, take that.
40 picks.
Take that. I'm coming up 40 picks right there. We're not gonna take that.
We are drafting post the Quantity B era, y'all.
Post the Quantity B era. Quantity B is no longer with us. Now we will take your Akeem Mesidor.
Yeah.
Oh.
We will take Mesidor.
Yeah.
From Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, baby.
Hey.
Yeah, these. Oh,
no, ain't one of those.
Come on, Red Baron, calm down.
Hey, hey, I'm evolving. Okay.
They 40 times is up there.
I'm evolving. That dude can run, man.
Yeah.
That dude run a 4.35, man.
Like that dude out. That dude bad as hell, man.
That boy chocolate in the inside. You know what I'm talking about?
That boy bad.
That's just a white shell. That boy is bad.
I don't know what you want to do here. This is not a crazy, it's not crazy because it's bringing us. We're trading like a 7th round pick for something that could wind up being useful earlier. Moving back to 94, we still have pick 89, 117, and 121 in the list.
I can't
not
do
crazy, but I know you want to get your boy right here.
I gotta get him, man, because I can't miss out on him.
Right. This is we're in a unique situation where we don't have to have like necessarily anything. The only thing we got to get out of this for sure, unless we do something in the trade market, is a left tackle. I don't know if you did anything there.
I haven't. Both of my left tackles are gone. I had 2 guys I like that left tackle. This draft is not a left tackle draft.
It is not.
It is not a left tackle draft. I was going to draft.
I'd accumulate some picks if I was you, man.
My first guy was going to be a left tackle. I'm not going to lie to you all. My first draft pick was going to be the left tackle from Georgia, Monroe Freeling. I was trying to go down a few spots to pick him up. And that's what I'm thinking the Bears might end up doing, just because you can't rely on this guy to come back the same after a patella tendon injury. Right. You know he's not coming back for a long time, and you don't know how he's coming back. So if he comes back, then he works his way back after rehab and he's fine, then he becomes your swing tackle. And we just go ahead and draft our starting left tackle right now. That's how I'm thinking. If I'm the Bears, that's how I would think about it, because I can't rely on the guy that's coming back from such a serious injury and rely on him coming back and being 100% at left tackle, man. A knee with a patella tendon knee injury where I have to depend on him, a 6'7" guy at that I have to depend on him to bend down and get low.
I'm gonna give you. Hey, Sammo, I'm not Ian Cunningham, but I'm gonna be the head of player personnel. I'm gonna be head scout or whatever. I say accumulate some picks. I say accumulate you some picks, get you some shit a little bit later, fall back a little bit. My opinion. But there's some options at left tackle, man. There's some options.
Yeah, we're gonna find something. We're gonna have to drive for it. But right now, go to that defensive tackle.
All right.
And I hate I'm missing down on my boy Zion Young. I might have to right there too. Yeah, I'm taking him. Yeah, I want him now, man. I'm not missing out on. You go watch Dominique Orange. If you haven't watched Dominique Orange, at nose tackle, the dude is a nose tackle that moves like he can play 3-tech, man. I've seen this dude drop into coverage. I've seen this dude get into the backfield extremely quick and on the quarterback. Like, man, this dude has a lot of good movement skills, and then he's not being double teamed. You can't double team this dude, and that's what I want in my nose tackle. I want a guy that I know can beat a double team. This dude is going to bust through a double team and go and make the tackle. You're not moving him off of his spot. You know, that dude is going to show up the run, and he's going to offer us something in the pass game.
So you're saying what Sammo is saying here. I've been watching that cat for 2 years. He's had another D tackle with him. I can't think of his name. I think he came out last year in the draft.
Last year.
Yep. But that guy is every bit of. I do think he's athletic enough to actually give you a few 3-tech reps here and there. But his versatility is really, really good. I like this. I've been watching him for 2 years, so I know this guy, man. I really know this guy. That's a good pickup.
Yeah,
hold on, kid. So basically, they're saying that Mr. Orange plays like clockwork. Thank you very much. I'll be here all
no doubt.
So, what do we want to do here now? So we are at pick 89. You just got. Let's take a look at what you have on the team so far.
We're shoring up the defense.
You've got this. Yes, we should be doing that all the way through this draft. But again, if you want to deviate and get some offensive talent, you let me know.
Can I throw out something Nod said earlier, man? He says I like the punt return. To be honest with you.
Oh, I like a punt return. We got a punt returner.
We got a punt returner.
Nod. You know what? It was missing on that. We signed Calvin Austin. We signed Calvin Austin.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes,
He's going to be our slot. We let what's his name go?
Duvernay
leave, and we also let the other receiver from the Bears who was dropping all those damn passes. We let him leave. Ozzie, yeah, we let both of those guys leave, and then we ended up signing Calvin Austin in the offseason to play the slot as well as be our kick returner and punt returner. We're probably going to draft another guy to do the same, but yeah, I looked out for you, Notch, man. You know we're not going to forget about the special teams. We got to keep the special teams special.
So
I think we need a high-end backup to Kyler Gordon because I think we really
we're going to get a corner. We got to get a corner. We got to get a corner at some point. We're going to get us a good.
If you ever need a suggestion, I got one for you. A few.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one. I'm gonna need one for I'm gonna need one for sure. I'm gonna need one for nickel.
We need another nickel, man. I think
a nickel corner. Yeah, I'm gonna need a nickel corner for sure. Suggestion. Let's go to offensive tackle real quick and see what's there, man. So like I said, I wanted Monroe Freeling or the African guy from what was the African guy played at Arizona? But they're both gone. So let's see what we have here. Austin Barber. Anyone familiar with him? I'm not very familiar with
what are we looking at?
Looking at offensive tackles. Left tackles. I think we need to get a left tackle, man. We're going to have to draft somebody. And we're going to have to draft them high.
Are we looking at tackles here?
Yep. We're going to have to draft the tackle. We're going to have to draft them high, man. I'm looking now. Let's see if any of these guys were on the list.
Tackle suggestions that you like as prospects, shout them out. Somebody that you see on the screen there. Who would you take at left tackle right here?
What do you think, Swifty?
The only one I'm sure about is Keegan Tross, but he's a right tackle at Missouri, and J.C. Davis at Illinois.
J.C. Davis, yep, that's the only one on there that I knew I liked. They have him down really low.
They got them both down pretty far back.
That'll be a reach right now, yeah.
Yeah, so if I can wait to get J.C. Davis,
just get him out the 10.
It might be best to draft somebody maybe in the, maybe post third round, maybe fourth or fifth round.
We're gonna keep it moving. Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna get him now because just anybody I get right now is going to be a reach. As a matter of fact, I'm a judge. Who was that? Bowery from Boston College. I think that's going to be my target. As a matter of fact,
Jude Bowery. Okay.
Yep, Jude Bowery. So let's see. Go to all. What do we have here?
Back at all. We got a running back, a cornerback, a wide receiver, tight end, which we don't necessarily need to draft today.
Mm-hmm.
Linebacker Torian York, edge rusher Zion Young.
Zion Young would be.
It wouldn't be
pick.
crazy to have both of these guys because Akeem can play 3 tech and on the edge. That much I can tell you about Akeem. So maybe you layer both of those guys together. Plus your DT as nose when you need a nose. That really really addresses that line in my opinion. But you could also
I really like Zion Young. I like oh, you know what? What other picks do we have after this pick? This is 89.
So next pick is 117 and then 121 coming up.
117 and 121. Oh, I didn't reset on this. All right. Just make sure I didn't reset on this.
Very good. 117. So 89, 117, 121.
Okay.
And then 129 right after that too. So we got a good little cross section of picks here.
Back to back. Yeah, these are.
Let's see. You got Desmond Claiborne. Who's he?
Anybody familiar with these running backs? Desmond
Zion Young, Desmond Claiborne.
Yeah.
Running back Wake Forest. I
think it's too. We just paid a running back so much money.
Put up all running backs if you want to know.
We just paid a running back so much money. I wouldn't draft a running back
high.
I would get one low.
But wait a second, Mr. Rothstein. Keds was on the take, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't pay Kenneth Walker that much money.
You know we didn't pay him a lot. I mean, you're right. We didn't pay him a lot. I think we looked at him.
We didn't pay him good money. We paid him money. So if you want to get another back,
is pushing you towards linebacker. Get a high end linebacker.
Yep. I want to get Rodriguez, which I think he's going to be later pick.
Way back now.
Who's
linebacker? You're a running back. You're a running back.
My bad.
Linebacker. Yep.
Or linebacker. Who's the dogs?
Jacob Rodriguez.
Rodriguez is a dog, man. We got a couple of
picks before we get to Rodriguez there too.
There's a guy though, man.
Don't you need
Rodriguez won't be there.
You gotta.
I got Kyle Lewis from Pittsburgh. I like him too.
That was going right there, Sammo.
Kyle Lewis, you
got to remember what the coaches said. They want to get faster.
Yeah, Kyle Lewis is a missile.
Kyle Lewis is one of the fastest linebackers there. Not only that, the thing he does best is where we're weakest at.
85
coverage.
Okay.
Yeah, he's great in coverage. Yeah.
All right, so let's put a pin in that conversation. Let me just take a look at something. 129. Okay, so we could get Kyle Lewis at around 129 and still be safe. What do you want to do here at 89?
I'd say we go ahead and take Zion Young, man, and double up.
Zion Young.
We're just gonna go crazy on this defensive line this year. And just because we signed guys don't mean that they make the team. Some of these other guys that we signed, like the Dominique Robinsons and all those guys, that's because we signed him don't mean that he's making the team. We get in training camp and we don't need him, then hey, we let him walk.
I love this draft so far. We're fucking killing it. So we've got a couple of edges. Unaliving. Thank you. Couple of edges. DT. Let's go back to a safety. So Dylan Thieneman, Hakeem Medziador, Dominique Orange, and Zion Young. Where do we go and pick 117?
Tyreek Sapp is still there. I think he's really going to be a 3 tech at some point.
Who's that? Linebacker, you need cornerback
out of Florida.
We still need our linebacker and our quarterback. And I am going to draft. I do like another safety as well. I do like another safety on this list. Go to safeties. How many picks? We got 3 picks left, right?
1, 2,
3. 3 picks. I mean, left in this top 100 in the hundreds.
Start trading back.
So, did my guy leave yet? Yeah, he's gone. All right, he's already gone. I like the Pitt safety. I mean, not Pitt, Penn State safety. What's his Zaki?
Penn State.
He's gone. It was Zaki. He's gone. No worries.
You looking for another safety?
I was just looking to see if this other safety that I like was still
Specific
available.
one. Where do you want to go now?
Wait, while you're at safeties, you got suggestions for safeties there, Nomad?
I do, but he ain't asked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we looking for speed. We're looking for another safety, a free safety, a backup free safety.
So you want to
Somebody who
double
can cover? I like Xavier. What's his name? From Iowa. Is that guy still there? Yeah, we're gonna get him later. We're gonna get him late.
Okay, all right, cool.
We get at the 230. At the 2. Where is he ranked?
We can catch him at even 241, but 239 would work too.
All right, we'll get him at the 230. We're gonna get him at the 230.
Okay.
But I like that dude, man. You got anybody else you like, Nomad? As safety? As a free safety spot?
There's some other. That's what you're looking for. Backup free.
A backup free safety, yeah.
Backup free safety. Give me one second.
Which of course, Thielen, the guy that we drafted can play free safety as well. But right now, I'm just saying we need, in the event that someone goes, in the event that Byard goes down,
Is Bud?
I need somebody. Bud. I like Bud is there. Bud is there too. I like Bud too.
There you go.
Bud Clark. Yeah.
All right. So before we do that, do you want to address corner?
What do we have at corner? Nomad, you got somebody at corner you like? You said that you wanted we definitely want to get a nickel back.
I got so many corners, man.
I haven't done corners. I haven't looked at corners at all.
All right, give me 1 second. I'll give you a name or two.
Give me hold on.
You know, what you looking for? A boundary corner? You looking for a nickel?
We need a nickel. We need somebody who can cover in the nickel.
That would be the Miami corner, which I doubt if he's still there.
So while you're looking at that, Jude Bowery's here. We're at 117. He's pick number 114.
Who is?
Jude Bowery, your offensive back.
All right. Yeah, that's who we need to take right here. We need to go ahead and take Jude right here. Take Jude. You're going to take our potential left tackle right there.
Okay.
In that spot. Good call. Good call. Now let's go to our linebackers. We're about to take our linebacker now. I'm just trying to decide. I know
it's right there. You were looking at Rodriguez before.
Rodriguez or what's the other? I wanted
Lewis.
Yeah, Kyle Lewis.
This is a bit further back at 185.
I don't know, but he's good. He's not going to be there at 185. I might have to overdraft him. I'm just trying to decide which one I want more. Hold on 1 second. Just want to look at one thing.
Perkins, 4.4 speed. Who's Perkins?
Jacob. He's a top ranked guy right now at 111.
It's LSU.
6'1",
225.
Kyle Lewis is 6 feet tall.
So seems he likes Rodriguez over Perkins though.
Tore his ACL in 2024.
Oh, that's not good.
So you are going linebacker here?
Going linebacker here.
All right.
I'm going linebacker here. I'm deciding between.
What's Rodriguez's speed like?
That's what I'm looking at right now. It's saying force. You don't want to know what it's saying right now.
I don't think he's gonna run that.
What's it saying? 4.7?
4.7.
His game speed was exactly that. But he's really, really smart and always in the right place. That's why
he's making plays all the time, though.
Yeah.
Can he cover?
I think you go Perkins just because if the kid's a 5.
You say Perkins, Harold Perkins
from the first, from the jump. People have been looking at him for a long time. Big expectations. I think I think if he's been clocked in at the speed they're saying he's been clocked in at, That's a real good start. Same
Okay,
height.
now
general
we gotta represent for the fan base that says RAS scores and 40 times and all that stuff is nice, but production, game speed, what have these players done on field? Have they done it already?
13 sacks.
Rodriguez slow as dirt on the field too.
Okay, so 13 sacks, 26 tackles for loss, 2 interceptions, 7 pass breakups, and 7 forced fumbles. That's not so bad.
He makes up for
SEC.
He makes up for it with his FBI. When you can predict something and get to a certain spot ahead of time, you ain't gotta chase people all the way down the goddamn field.
That's true. That's
he makes up with it. He's cerebral.
So you like Perkins?
Let's go Perkins, man. We're gonna take Perkins. We're gonna take the speed. We need speed on the field.
Oh,
on defense, got to get fast.
Chess piece rusher. BT9.
Yep. And that's where we can also blitz him. But it's a guy we can blitz.
I mean, he's quick as a cat, fast as a cheetah.
We taking that.
Dennis Allen going crazy on this draft.
Skeet, skeet, skeet.
I think we take that, kids. Look at that one.
Oh, you like this one? This ain't so bad.
That's a good
ain't
time.
Bad, right?
This ain't so bad at all.
Coming up a lot. What's that?
Going and accumulate.
Yep. That's what I say. Come on up.
That's our last pick to a decent spot. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. So we're right where we were now. We're at
cornerback, safety.
Damn, he's still there.
Running back.
We've got a DT. We've got edge rushers. We've got linebackers. We've got a safety. We don't have a corner. I think that's where we park here.
That's where we go now, the cornerback.
I think that's what we do. And we got an offensive tackle to boot. We've covered the whole. We've covered
all needs. We covered all the needs with some pretty decent players.
Who is this Pons that runs a 4.35 40?
Say what now?
Pons.
4.35.
Not
looking for a wide receiver. I guarantee you. So
Indiana. He's talking about the guy from Indiana, right?
Who are the quarterbacks available? Slow up, man.
D'Angelo Pons. That's what we're talking about. He's an outside corner though.
Yeah,
but he's bad. He a bad boy though. He a bad
he's
boy.
5'9".
Yeah, but he been playing outside. I wonder if he can
play.
Hold
on, kid. Slow down.
I mean, I get athleticism and all, but at 5'9", that's just such a disadvantage for all these tall receivers.
Exactly.
Dalen Everett, but to me, he's an outside corner that he's big, that can play slot, but keep going down, kids, a little bit more. I know some guys. Oh man,
we're getting deep here, bro.
I'm telling you, there's some good ones down there.
Sometimes Stooks, you go, the better it is, kids.
You read about Stooks? Is Stooks there from Arizona?
Give me a second. Let's double back.
Nope. I don't
think so, man.
Nope.
Deeper and deeper.
He's not there.
I mean, we
just looking at the few guys I did look at. Stooks was one of them. I know he can play. He plays in the nickelback.
Let's see. Damani Jackson has length.
Keep going. Sometimes this don't really represent what it's going to be really like.
Oh, dog. It never represents what it's actually like. Like, let me be real. Like the first 25 picks, it's not too far off. But once you get beyond first round, all bets are off.
Damani Jackson has some man. Let's check out. He run a 4.28 too out of Alabama. Let's see.
4.28.
Yeah.
Hey man, make sure you pass that P test first.
I think the best player available on this list somewhere around third or fourth. I can't remember his name. Go down a little bit more, kids. Is Dalen Everett.
Georgia.
Dalen Everett.
He's big, but that's what you want in the slot. He's twitchy too.
A couple of picks.
You got some picks.
He's a big play guy.
Oh, yeah, you want this guy.
Some of the guys I wish you would have had a chance to get. I don't know if they're there.
So Domani Jackson's a track star, which bodes very well. 6'1", 192.
You say my man running a 4.28.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Is he returning? Does he return kicks too?
Oh snap! Maybe he can return kicks too. I don't know.
Dalen Everett can play big slot. He can jump out there on the outside and definitely play boundary corner too.
Everett runs a 4.34.
He's the most talented of the bunch right there. He's not going to start, so you just need some quality backup. You got some size and you got some speed. And he's got some twitch too, man. He's a playmaker. He's made big play after big play since he's been at Georgia.
All right. So you like Everett. I say Jackson. I'm gonna say after this pick, where do you want to go? Where's your head at 1-1? So we're at 141 right now. We've got a selection at 181. Where's your head for the next pick, position wise?
We're gonna look at we can look at D tackle again, and we can look at offense, man.
Safety and running back.
Well, we can look at we did we pick that second safety? No, we didn't pick the second safety. We can take a safety or a D tackle or and look at offense as well. It pretty much is open at that point in time. We're looking at the best players available after this pick, man. We're feeling a need right now. I think that right now we do need to we need another cornerback. We got to get that backup corner to Kyler Gordon because I don't like Nick McLeod.
All right, so what was the second Everett? Would he fit that role as well? Or
it's going to be Everett or what was it? What was the other guy?
Domani Jackson.
Domani Jackson. So whichever one you like more, man, let's go with it.
All right, no man.
I'm gonna give you this one. I'm gonna give you this one.
Hey, to be honest with you, I know Bud Clark probably ain't there, is he?
He's long gone.
Yeah, but we missed on Bud Clark. Yeah.
I go with the Georgia kid, man. Dalen Everett. If you're gonna go corner. There's a kid out of Duke too, but he must be way down there. But he's tough.
Yep. I like Pons too, though. Like somebody mentioned Pons in there, man.
I don't
Pons he's just short, man. Pons is a little dude. He's too small.
Be right back, fellas.
Okay.
All right, so this is all.
Yeah, I'm doing all here. Just trying to get to the top.
You drafted him. You draft which one of the corners did you draft?
I haven't selected the corner yet. I'm just taking a quick peek.
Peek at
what's going on across the board.
Jacob's still there if you want him.
Jacob who?
Rodriguez.
Nah.
All right. I'm making an executive decision here. I'm going Jackson. Boom.
I told you the assistant GM. I told you get which one you want, man.
All right. GM made his executive decision. Assistant GM made his executive decision. 81. Dalen Everett is still there if we want to do that and get another corner. I knew he would be, and that's why I made the executive decision because I felt it was goddamn reach. And outside of that, if we go all, We don't need another. Oh shit. He ain't bad.
Marcus Allen, press corner at 6'2". Marcus Allen.
6'2", 179 press corner. That's wild. Who you pressing at 179?
Right? Getting pushed off the line, ain't you?
You get run the fuck over. Oh shit.
You still didn't draft the corner yet?
No, we're good. We did corner.
All right, what we doing now?
That is the question of the day. Where do you want to go here, Mr. Ross?
Running back.
I'll go back to your D line, man. Keep
D-line.
drafting D-line. Keep drafting in the trenches.
Yeah, I like. We might have messed up. Let me go back to. I said let's go back to the trenches. Ponds. Oh, I like that guy right there.
Who?
Texas Tech dude. Skylar Gill. Howard. I like.
Don't
Skylar
worry, be
Gill,
happy.
Howard.
Oh, Skylar Gill.
Yeah. They have anything about him? He might be too small for our system, though, man.
I don't know about that, man. I got some.
But shit, he the same size as Jared Verse. I mean, it's Grady Jared Verse.
Don't worry.
I don't think he's too light, man.
Yeah, Skylar. Yeah, I like Skylar.
Kind of explosive.
Yeah, he's really explosive, dude. I know we're gonna target Skylar.
Go DT. Let me just take a look at the DTs, kids, real quick.
That's where we're at.
Okay, hold on.
Don't worry, be happy now. Let me tell you about the song I wrote. Sing it to you. Not
Aaron Graves, very underrated out of Iowa.
Who?
Don't worry.
Out of Iowa.
Very, very underrated. Oh. Slow down, kids. Just a little bit. Keep scrolling, but just be a little bit slow. Aaron Graves, very underrated.
Like we so deep into this though.
Crown Point, Indiana.
We are deep into this, man.
Start on.
What am I gonna say, man? I really like Skylar, man.
Bryson Eason, well, I think he's more nose tackle too as well.
Mm-hmm.
Holiday start on.
So what I want that 3 tech. I want to get a guy that can play 3.
Where's
just a straight up 3.
You got
this name for me, kids. Zane Durant. See if he got going. Zane Durant.
Nope. But he's a DT?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He's not there?
He's gone.
All right. Let me go to the bank.
Yeah, I see you, Notch. Crown Point, Indiana. Holiday Star Dome. Star Plaza. Holiday Star Plaza. There we go.
What about Amari Washington?
DT?
Yeah. Nope.
No, sir.
CJ Fight. FITE.
He was there, I think. Yeah.
CJ.
I got him as a he's circle. 3 stars and a circle.
You said Aaron Graves was there, right? Too.
Yeah, he's very underrated.
Yeah, I like him too. I like Graves and I like Scott. Where's Graves ranked?
So we've got Aaron Graves at 233. We've got CJ Fight at 257. We're picking at 181.
And we got Skyler. We got Skyler up there too. So we're taking one of those three guys. We can wait on them. What other picks do we have? Let's just assess the field what we have right now. Get a feel for what picks we have left.
Here's what we selected: safety, edge, DT, nose, another edge, and again, I'm Akeem can Akeem plays 3 and edge.
Mm-hmm.
Bowery, offensive tackle, left tackle. Linebacker Harold Perkins Jr. Damani Jackson, cornerback. So we've pretty much hit everything that you actually need, including
how many picks left?
We have 2 selections left to go and scored 1 more for the good guys
for next year.
Right? So we've done pretty well. Personally, safety, at 181, I would say go
safety or cornerback.
I'd say running back or wide receiver. I'll be honest.
Yeah, go to offense. That's what I was just thinking. Let's go to the offense. Let's show some love to the offensive side of the ball. I like Brinson. Oh, hold on. Romello Brinson.
Romello.
Is that who that is? Romello?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's the good. That's what
6'2", 180 pounds from SMU.
That who I think it is. Let me make sure.
You getting a receiver or you getting a running back?
So that's a wide receiver specifically. I'm saying either one at this position would work fine. I am also going to say, well, we did cut 2 wide receivers, so I guess there's room to grow. Personally, I like, damn, this running back situation.
Klubnik. Who is Klubnik?
Klubnik is
Klubnik.
What does he play, Patrick? What position? Wide receiver.
You're talking about Cade.
What did you say?
Go for boom flyer. Quarterback. You crazy. I love it. Crazy like a fox. Snap. And Cade Klubnik is right there too. Now,
you like Klubnik?
That's got to be a UDFA this year.
Why?
Why the hell would you draft one?
So that if Caleb goes down, you maybe win a game or 2.
What the hell you got 17?
Yeah, he's there.
That's not smart.
I don't know.
I mean, he would be the 3rd quarterback unless you're bringing him in to compete with T-Bag and trading T-Bag.
He is I like him though. Now, don't get me wrong, Patrick. Trust me, I haven't seen him. He's tough.
He's quarterback, tough. Yeah.
He's tough.
Klubnik.
Yeah.
Because if he's that good, you can't put him on the practice squad, or somebody will just sign him off and put him on their roster.
He's just gotten better and better over the last couple of years too.
What's
I'm not opposed to this, man. It's not a bad idea to go ahead and get
what's his who's the 3rd quarterback?
We don't have a 3rd quarterback.
Caleb's guy.
He's gone.
He's gonna be
some
veteran that gets signed.
We let him go. We let we let him go.
What's his name? Case Keenum. Thank you.
He's gone.
Keenum, yeah, we let him go.
Unless they plan on Tyson Bagent being the veteran this year, which I doubt it. They're gonna bring another veteran in here some way, somehow.
I don't know if I'll just say this out loud. I don't know if a veteran is required this year. I think he was definitely ultimately required the last 2 years. We didn't have one in year 1, and I think it hurt Caleb's growth. Year 2, I think it really helped Caleb's growth, but he's now gone.
He still needs a vet.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know if he does at this point, man. I'll just
what vet is the better question. Which vet do you bring in that fits with his personality and everybody else that's doing the offense? First of all, you haven't gotten an offensive coordinator yet, so we got to wait to see what happens there.
Well, what you do is you elevate JT Barrett to offensive coordinator, then you bring in Case Keenum as quarterbacks coach.
Well, he's gone.
No, you hire him as quarterbacks coach.
I
We
think
can
he's
always
signed with
bring
someone
Keenum
else.
back if we wanted to. Now, he didn't
Not
sign
on the
with anyone
roster,
else
not
yet.
as a player, just as a coach. Not as
He
a
didn't
player.
sign with anyone else yet. It's us or
think
nobody for Keenum, man. I'm not opposed to this Klubnik idea. I'm not gonna lie.
Sammo, I think these running backs are sweet at this spot. Right?
Who's that running back? Who's the running back?
Pull
What
him up.
running backs
I'll
are that?
show you.
It's a running back from Arkansas I liked. I know he's long gone. The big dude
Slow down, kids. Slow. Go back
So
up a little bit.
that I did like that we didn't talk about. We didn't get into it.
Arkansas gone.
And
Well, Patrick is saying Klubnik has first round potential.
Keep going.
They just gave the
Oh,
rep
fuck.
pick 200 plus. Or sorry, rep pick
Le'Veon
180.
Moss is there? Oh,
Who's
fuck. What?
Who's there?
Le'Veon Moss is there?
Le'Veon Moss is there. Oh yeah, yeah. We'll take Moss.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
he's a reach right now, ain't he?
No.
No, that's from Texas. Texas
He's
A&M.
got no
right
business
there.
being here.
Nah. But it could happen. It could happen.
He has no business being here. But if he's here, oh, fuck. You crazy?
I'd take Moss. Well, we want to get Moss with that last pick. Nah.
Maybe with the last pick.
he
I
might
mean, he's
not be there
250,
then.
he's 250 plus as well. It's
If
a
I
good
had,
look.
if I had to give you a ranking of all the running backs I've seen in college this year, which I hadn't seen too much of college football, but I've seen enough. He's in the top 3 running backs I've seen this year.
Yeah, that boy a dog.
He has
That boy
no
is a
business.
dog. Didn't he have an injury or something though?
I don't know, but I don't give a shit unless he just tore his knee out the frame. I'm driving his ass.
Out the frame. Like what you said. However, season-ending knee injury.
Ah, damn.
Like sure.
You don't need him right now. So you just draft him
We
and let his
know.
ass get repaired. They all have some kind of shit going on, man.
Let's see.
Knees.
Hughes, running back.
Oh, hell no. He has no business being there.
Yeah, I like him, man. I really want to get him. Go ahead and take him now. I like him a lot too. I didn't even think about running backs, but I think he is still. He's like got a little Manung guy in him.
Seth McGowan is a beast. Shit. But Le'Veon Moss ain't got no business. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's some dudes there.
Tough running.
You talking about guys that ain't gonna really get no reps. And so if you ever can draft a guy that's got some shit going on, knowing that he ain't gonna really get too many reps, this is the time to do it.
Yeah. I want to take him, man. I think we take him.
So Le'Veon Ross over Romello Brinson.
Yeah, over Romello Brinson.
Over Kate.
Brinson reminds me a lot of what we already have in Skywalker and Jade Walker. So
Okay. I like the wide receiver room right now as it is.
Wait
I
till
like
you
it.
see- wait
I
till
like
y'all
it
see
too.
Le'Veon Moss. Wait till y'all see Le'Veon Moss.
Yeah, Le'Veon Moss is nice, man.
Wait till they see.
And that we do need another running back.
Yeah. Big time.
We just forgot about.
I used to be
We
biting
just
my nails,
neglected that.
worrying about if one of them two went down, what the fuck is the second guy? Because the second guy will end up being one, but who's the next guy?
Yeah, and you still have to have someone. Where is he? He's ranked 259. We can get him probably at the. We'll get him at that last. Okay, we'll take him at that last pick. So right now, go to safety again. Did we get another safety? Let's go to defense. Do we want to get a safety? Do we want to take that quarterback?
Oh no, he's here. Xavier. He's 263 as well,
Yep.
just as far back.
Well, so it's either the safety and the running back, or the safety and the cornerback, or the running back and the quarterback.
What about safety Bray Hubbard out of Alabama? And I mean, he is as solid as they get. Just Google him. I mean, just type in the name, kid. It's probably easier.
You got 2 picks left. Where to go with them?
Bray.
2 picks left on the board here.
No Hubbard, sir.
Bray Hubbard gone.
Yeah.
He should be. Hold on. I got some more for you. AJ Hanley.
No.
Yeah, man. There's no way that Moss is gonna be on here, man.
What about Keon Sabb?
SAPP?
SABB.
No.
Go. All right. Hold on. I got some more names. Give me a second. Kentrell Webb.
No.
Jordan Sanford.
No.
Wow. We really down. We scraping.
We scraping right now.
Well,
Listen. Go to all real quick. Let's see. What else we have there?
best player available, Romello Brinson.
It's Romello Brinson is the best player available. We don't really need Romello. He might end up on another team.
Kyle Lewis.
Oh, wait a minute. No, yes, we're taking Kyle Lewis right here.
What?
Man. Draft Kyle Lewis.
He's still there.
What the hell? Yes, draft Kyle Lewis.
What?
I think we found our guy.
Yeah, draft Kyle Lewis, didn't a running back, didn't get the running back.
I think that's a great selection.
Yep. Great insurance. Great insurance.
Damn straight the clock timed out, Paul. You're for real.
Now you definitely got to get the third running back.
Oh,
Unless you're gonna trade back right here. Which
we're gonna do this trade, y'all. We're gonna take these two.
That's a good trade, though.
It's a great trade.
I hope our running back's still there.
Le'Veon Moss, if he's still there, man.
Get Moss,
guys
man.
have blessed us, man.
Let's just see what happened here.
He's
So
there.
nobody that we really were targeting has been selected except for
Get Moss.
Moss is definitely on the roster, and so is your safety. I think that's what we'll do. So we'll get Moss right now where he belongs. He's very close to here. Le'Veon Moss, 259. Boom. Well scouted, gentlemen. Well scouted. And we're now back up.
Done, Mr.
Iowa safety.
5. And
Iowa safety.
where were we? Iowa safety, he says. Safety.
We're still going safety.
Yep.
Xavier Nwankpa.
Yep.
And that's your draft, Sammo. This is a dangerous ass draft.
Nice.
Sammo
Rothstein.
We made it through it.
Recap us, kids.
Oh, I'm going to. I'd like to give
How
you.
about just blowing this screen up?
We can do that.
Dennis Allen's a very happy man this evening. Mrs. Allen, I'm sure, is happy too.
Bring it down a little bit, kid.
No, we good.
All right, there you go.
All right, ladies, gentlemen, your 2026 Chicago Bears draft, I think it went swimmingly well. I think that our GM, Sam Rothstein, hit just about every possible angle and area of need as required. And let's go through that list, starting with safety in the second round at pick number 56, Dylan Thieneman from Oregon State. Akeem Medziador at Oregon, sorry. Akeem Medziador at pick number 59, edge rusher, Miami, Florida. At pick 81, Dominique Orange.
Big Citrus,
defensive tackle, Iowa State. 89, Zion Young, edge rusher, Missouri, doubling down on the edge. At 117, Jude Bowery, offensive tackle, Boston College, handling that left tackle situation. Pick number 121, Harold Perkins Jr., linebacker, LSU. Pick number 141, Damani Jackson, cornerback, Alabama. 181, Kyle Lewis, linebacker, Pittsburgh. 246, Le'Veon Moss, running back, Texas A&M. 255, Xavier Nwangpa, safety, Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of it
Big
all,
hitter.
a 2027 second-round selection from the Jacksonville Jaguars. I applaud this draft. I think this draft was beautiful.
This one was
Bear
a damn
down
good
at
draft.
myself. I think no DE. Sorry, no DT.
Yeah, it's DT.
There's a
You don't
DT
see that?
right here, Dominique Orange. There's your nose tackle. Another upside, as I've been saying throughout the day. Keem Medziador,
Check him out.
edge rusher and 3-tech. You can line him up in either spot. You can do the same thing with Shamar Turner. It's a very interesting line that you have now, right? You got two guys who can go inside and outside. You've got Montez Sweat, Zion Young, and Dominique Robinson, as well as Austin Booker, lined up as per normal at the edge rusher position. So you've got a fantastic rotation inside and outside. That's not excluding Grady Jarrett and
Dale.
And Deo, as well as what's his name? Javon Dexter. I think this line as a whole, inside outside capabilities, very versatile line. Can they get to the quarterback? Fingers crossed. I think they can. And if they can't, well, maybe you send Harold Perkins Jr., right? You got a little something that you can do there. Maybe you send Damani Jackson, right? There's things that you can do here. This is a dope-ass defensive draft, brother. Like, I really have to say.
A lot of speed added to this draft. A lot of speed.
Exactly what I was just about to say. We need speed. We needed speed, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You answered that bell like that's the loudest bell I ever heard as far as that goes. That's some speed right there.
Speaking of speed, got a running back who runs a 4.4. Not too shabby.
Le'Veon Moss is going to be fine.
Yeah, Le'Veon Moss will be a steal that far in the draft.
Well, the thing is could Le'Veon Moss or insert running back be the Gibbs to Ben Johnson's offense?
Man,
you never know.
Wait till y'all see him play.
You never know.
Because we see how many points were left on the field on offense, because of, not only missed passes or drop balls, but because the running backs just didn't have that top end gear to take it to the house on the plays that were there to take it to the house too. Swift did the best he could, but I think that, if Moss or whoever, Walker or Breece Hall could be an upgrade, I think that Johnson would be all over that.
Hey, Sammo, I interrupted you, man. You was talking about speed, but that's got me excited, man. My bad.
This is an exciting draft.
You good.
Go ahead.
No, you good. We just added a lot of speed in the draft, period, man. Offensively and defensively. I think Le'Veon Moss will be a great addition to the running back room. The dude can catch out of the backfield as well. He can also return kickoffs for us. So that's a big dude, man. A tough runner, a really tough runner. Like Nomad said. What's that?
Can he pass block?
Yeah, he's a big dude, man. He jacked up. He can pass block as well. My most exciting pick, though, is that Dominique Orange, if you haven't watched him, and Zion Young, man. Those two guys I love. I think they don't get enough love in this draft process. Zion Young, he did stand out at the Senior Bowl this week. I think he ended up winning Defensive Player of the Game or something for the So, he's starting to get recognized. So there's no guarantee he'd even be available this deep in the draft, but we're going to take it for what it is. He was there, and you just don't pass on a dude like that at that point in the draft if he's there at 89.
Between Perkins and Lewis, who plays what?
Let me give you something, Trip.
Okay.
So what you just did by drafting Harold Perkins Jr. You know how they weaponize a slot corner and use him all over the place. Slot cornerback, they'll put him as a linebacker. They'll just use him in all kinds of tricky ways to really give the quarterback flux. Very rarely do you have a linebacker that you can do that with. Like that guy is so athletic, so fast that you can literally put him on a slot receiver. Literally. That's the last thing any
What?
coach is going to see happen is one of his linebackers lined up on a slot receiver. He can line up on a slot receiver and he can fake like he's on a slot receiver and end up on a blitz. That's his special treat because he's a monster at getting after the quarterback because he's so fast.
Mhm.
He is a blur.
Yeah.
So I mean, absolute speed. This guy alone, just by his presence alone, makes the defense 50% more fast.
And to have him and Kyle Lewis, who's also a fast running back, able to rush the passer, get from sideline to sideline. Having both of those dudes on the field, man, and to get both of them in this draft, man, that'd be a steal.
Man.
That's called an upgrading the entire room, man. That entire linebacker room has been elevated. These guys will also come downhill and hit. They process things fast in the running games and come downhill and they strike. That's what we want out of our linebackers.
Well, as you move back though, and you look at the safeties between Dylan Thieneman and Xavier
Wongpa kind of remind me of what's his name, Merton Hanks. That neck.
Oh snap!
Yeah,
old school.
He can play though.
He a thumper. Yeah, he likes to thump, man. We need another guy that can thump.
So both the safeties will hit and tackle.
Will thump.
You gotta
guys.
You want to be on this team, shit.
Yep.
And they both got speed.
And they both got some speed. And they both have some speed on them. So, it looks good.
This is a great draft. I don't know if I can top this draft, man. I'll be straight up and down.
Now,
you already part of this draft, man.
I'm just saying down the road. Who's
gonna come and top it? Who's gonna come and top this?
You know what I'm saying? I will do.
You know what, kids? It ain't even about topping it. It's about what you do with the information learned from the next week. If you go and do your draft next week, what did you learn from the information you just got today? That's it.
Well, but then also you look at the chat. Every one of us will go, okay, maybe we don't take that trade back, that Sammo took, and we take, just the 7 picks. And now you don't risk trading back. You don't, restock the team with, 10 fellas, So you get the last 3 picks, Kyle Lewis, Le'Veon Moss, and Xavier Wampa. You don't even have those guys. If you don't trade back, try it out, see what happens. Because guess what? This is the first mock of the off season, and the off season's several months long. So settle in, people.
Trips, watch what I'm about to do right here. Let's take it all the way. Let's take it all the way back. After the entire season we just got through watching, and we know where we know where the flaws are. We know where we can get better. We knew that coming into this draft. It was about locating the guys that we think that's going to get us better. Come into Sammo to start the first mock draft. Let's start on the offensive side of the ball. As far back as we can go. We knew we needed a third running back. We know what DeAndre Swift can bring to the table. We know what Kyle Monangai can bring to the table. That third guy. I'm telling you, when I'm not kidding you. I was biting my fingers all year long, hoping that we didn't have to end up relying on that third guy. I think Sammo answered that in this draft with Le'Veon Moss. Le'Veon Moss is more dynamic than you guys can imagine. They haven't seen that guy play football. But the truth is, DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai needed some support. And Sammo answered that. Let's just start there in the running back room. We was leaking behind the first 2 guys.
Damn straight we were, right? Like, Britton Brown. I don't think Britton Brown was really gonna cut it. End of the day,
Roshan Johnson.
You said it, bro. Missing in action all season.
What happened, man?
Where is he?
Where is he? Yeah, man. We definitely needed a running back, in my opinion. I'm glad you found somebody who is A, fast, B, can potentially help out in special teams. C, serve as that third back when in a long season, you might get hurt, right? So I think that works. I really like this draft. You covered everything I was really looking for, including the corners. That D-line is completely retrofit. You can have a freshman whenever you need to have a freshman on that line. I saw Montez Sweat off the line very frequently this season, and I always wondered why. Let me double down and say somehow Dominic Robinson filled that role, and he filled it really, really well this year.
Well, let's stick to running back. Let's stick to running back for the shorts that we're going to try to create after this. Sticking to the running backs.
Well, I got nothing else.
I think Le'Veon Moss, I think his talent is so high. Even after this injury, I know he's going to come back well. I think his talent level is so high, it's going to push the room. It's going to push everybody. Those two guys are established, but I still think he's going to push them to another level because it's going to be a straight up fight for touches at this point. He gets healthy. I'm telling you, you start handing this guy the ball, and we're going to have a whole other conversation. This is going to be, I'm telling you, Le'Veon Moss in this room, how the hell did he end up there? But good on Sammo for getting him. Man, he's going to raise the level in that running back room. I'm telling you, Le'Veon Moss is the truth. What up, Terrence?
Yeah.
Word up.
And it was an ankle injury at that, so
I
had to look it up to see. It wasn't even significant. He played again after the injury in December, so at the end of December. So
so he didn't tear up his knee.
He didn't tear up the knee.
Then why did they say he tore up his knee?
Hold on. You got Tripp's attention because all that dude needs is a bloody nose. Trips would be like,
because it was like reconstructed knee held to the no. But it's
it wasn't a reconstructed knee. No, I just said I knew he had got injured and he was out for a while.
Hey,
I couldn't remember what the injury was, and I ended up looking it up, and it said it was an ankle injury.
Sammo,
he did play again.
Man, if that guy had a bloody nose in the 8th grade, Trips would be like, we can't draft.
Yeah, and also if he was over 25.
Yeah, if he's over 25, it's over.
So because it's just I get it, the talent may be there, but it's like I just keep looking at players that are drafted when they are not healthy, and it's like, well, that's not a good omen for your career, homie. Granted, anybody can get hurt at any time, but let's go with when we get the fresh, shiny new players out of the draft, let's make them fresh and shiny and new, not reconstructed or rebuilt already. I'm just saying. No previous injuries, major.
All right, let me move to the next part because I think it was smart not to go here because I do think we did a really, really good job of supplementing our tight end room. So I don't think there's much conversation that needs to be had there. I don't think, unless you guys got some. I think it was smart. Yeah, I think it was, if you'd had an extra pick or two, maybe get a tight end, but I think it was good.
Not with Noah Fant.
Using those.
Yeah, we ended up signing Noah Fant. That's the only reason I didn't sign one, because I like this guy, Sam Rouse out of want to say Stanford. That was going to be my target tight end, but I forgot we had signed Noah Fant. So we good at tight end.
Okay, let's go and move into the offensive line. The only reason to me that we really need to talk about the offensive line is because Ozzie got hurt. And we're talking about the next man up. What are we gonna do there? That being said, you drafted a guy, Jude Bowery, out of Boston College. I think that's sound.
Poles would love that.
And I think also talking about the offensive line, I think we, if you could say it, I think we a little bit overperformed at certain spots. Like McFadden, he showed up when a whole lot of people didn't think he would. Luke Newman came onto the scene and everybody was like, holy crap, what? He was so good on tape, I can't even describe it to you. And so I think at that position, you're talking about guard, I do think we got a little bit of depth. I do think we probably need one more guy at wherever we get him, we supplement that position at guard, making sure we have two quality backups at each position. You know what I'm saying? So you got a left guard and both of those guys need to swing. So I do think that was I'm good with you not drafting another guard because I do think we got some guys that came about during this season that at least McFadden, I can say that, golly, that was better than I thought.
Now, Uncle Fucker, motherfucking fucking Foster wants to know: have you seen Jude Bowery, and is it possible he could fill in as a, when he's ready, as the left tackle?
Yes, that's why we drafted him. That's why we drafted him to go and compete for the left tackle position immediately this summer. Because we don't know who's going to be there and be able to start at that position for us. So, even if he doesn't start the season, can he ramp up and in a few 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks into the season and maybe secure that role and hold that role down for the rest of the season? Because I'm just not depending on Ozzie to come back at all this season, simply because of how late his injury was in the season. And we want something called continuity on the offensive line. We don't want to insert a guy who's dealing with an injury on the offensive line in mid-year or beyond mid-year, and watch him struggle to come back, to overcome his injury and to develop continuity again with his other line mates. So I just don't want to see that happen. So I think you have to go and draft a guy that's going to be able to compete, or sign a guy, but somebody has to come in and fill that role for us this year. We can't rely on Ozzie at all this year. And if he comes back and he gets back to 100%, and maybe he can compete for that left tackle job, but we have to go and find a left tackle, I think, this offseason, regardless of what everyone else is saying.
So, you've seen the tape, Foster? What's he saying? Foster's saying he can fill in at left tackle. I've seen the tape. He can play both sides, I believe. Ozzie, if
he's
lucky,
huge too.
We'll be back in December, so no counting on him. 100% Foster. So that was just what I was reading with respect to Mr. Bowery, Jude. So Jude did play he played from 2022 to 2024 at right, made the switch in 2024, played 12 games in 2024 at left tackle, then played another 9 games at left tackle this season. So he's got about 21 games in his, at the left tackle position coming in to the NFL, which is clearly better than what we had last season with Ozzie Trapillo, who we had to switch at the beginning of this season and work through that switch. So I'm going to say he's probably going to be doing great. Foster, we love you, man. Big ups to you and the guys over at BCP.
Look out, Foster, man. We love the shit out of you, man.
That being said, I think he would be able to step in and take care of business. The upsides for me, though, here is he's a 4th round pick in this situation. It's not necessarily obvious competition, quote unquote, for the 2nd round selection we made previously, or even the 3rd round selection we made previously. So these two guys are going to battle it out between him and Karan Amagaji. I kind of slightly expect Jude to take the cake, and then we move right on. We got ourselves a left tackle, if only a stopgap until Ozzie gets back.
They coach those guys right at Boston College. That's what I know. I know that on the offensive line, they do a really, really good job at coaching those guys up and getting those guys pro ready. It's a pro style offense, which is why I'm very happy with this pick, because if you're gonna pick a player that can translate to the NFL, well, most of the time the offensive linemen really fare well that come out of the Big Ten. They really fare well faster than some of the guys from the SEC, the ACC, but this is an ACC player, Jude Bowery. And so I haven't really gotten dug into the offensive line just as much yet because I'm so busy with other stuff. But I know that's a sound pick because I know the offensive line, how they coordinate there. It's very sound what they do there. Very sound.
Yeah, their head coach, man, you know who their head coach is? What's his name? Bill O'Brien. Remember Bill O'Brien? Used to coach the Texans. Yeah.
The Texans.
Saints, Texans, yeah, that dude is a no nonsense type of dude, man, and he believes offensive line play is important to him. So
Not the
he's
Saints,
gonna; those
Patriots.
guys are gonna be, yeah, Patriots. It was the Patriots and the Texans. Yep.
Mhm.
Then he was head coach of the Texans for a few years, but he's head coach there now for Boston College. So he has that eye for guys that he spoke very highly of Bowery. So
Well,
So let's talk about
clearly,
receiver.
Ryan
Right?
Poles has a soft spot for offensive lineman from Boston College. So I think this might be a super duper sneak peek into what actually happens in this draft.
They know what the hell they're doing, man. They know what they're doing on the line in Boston College. I can tell you that. Watching enough of that tape, I'm tired of watching this shit because it's boring. But that's a good thing. A boring tape for an offensive lineman is a better thing than you can imagine. It's boring. Ozzy's tape was boring. And this guy is the guy that ended up playing the left tackle when Ozzy switched over to the right. And so, yeah, I think we're getting if you draft this guy, you're getting a really good pick. But let's hop out to receiver real fast. You didn't do anything there, and there's good reason for that. You're going to keep DJ Moore. You're going to keep basically your core receiver. You got Rome, you got Luther Burden, and you picked up a slot receiver because you let go of Zacchaeus. And that guy is Calvin Austin. And so I think that was a good sound judgment there. Unless somebody jumps out the screen, jumps off the page at you, no need to go and draft that spot right there. You be able to supplement that if you have to as well. But I love our receiver room. I love it. I think we got the potential to be the most explosive offense in the league, and I think at times we were. So I love just not having to even talk about receiver right now, which we seemed like my whole existence, kids and trips as podcasters talking about who do we need to get at receiver. We don't need to have that conversation so much.
Imagine that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think one thing that who did you sign GM Sammo Rothstein at cornerback in free agency?
We didn't sign the corner.
We didn't sign a
corner. Let me get over there because we're done talking about the offensive side of the ball. Let's get to the defensive front. And what you do here, Sammo, with picking up Dominique Orange. Now, in my opinion, you can fuss and argue with me about it. I do think he's a nose.
Yeah, he's a nose for sure. Yeah, he's a nose.
We felt like we had a need there, right?
Absolutely. We didn't re-sign Billings.
Yeah,
let Billings go.
Good. Go ahead.
Yeah, we let Billings go, and we got younger at that position with a guy who's just as big and just as stout, who's a little bit more athletic and has a little bit more speed.
Man, again, I said this while you were drafting, but this is a guy I studied hard. I don't know. There's a couple of teams here, and I'll just say it out loud. Iowa State, Indiana, circle Indiana. I told Chris this when he was still here because I've been studying who they've been bringing in and who they've been recruiting. Indiana and Kansas, 3 universities that I never really saw as teams that I should really pay a whole lot of attention to. But holy crap, have they proved all of that wrong. Indiana just won a championship. I told Chris that, and I know for a fact that he thought I was talking to him. He's like, man, you just saying that to me because I'm from Indiana. No, dude, I'm telling you. I don't know where they're getting these recruits from, how they're getting them, but some alumni is spending big money making sure that they got some top-notch recruits, and they've been doing that for a while, and it just manifested into a championship this year. But I saw it coming. So Indiana on the defensive front has consistently been pulling out some really, really good D tackles. Kansas quietly has been consistently pulling out some really good D tackles, and so has Iowa State, which is where Dominique Orange is from. This guy can play football, and he's dynamic. I'm not saying that he can't give you some 3-tech reps. I'm saying what I saw is he's more of a gap filler.
Yep.
To me, and we need that.
Yeah, the guy's stout against double teams, man. That's what I love about him. I haven't seen him be able to double team and move him off the ball. Like he knows how to drop his weight or split a double team and get into the backfield and make a play.
Man, the guy's got upside. It's tremendous to me. I just hope if we actually do draft him, that we don't confine him to just that nose guard
No.
position.
Yeah.
Give him an opportunity to shoot gaps and get upfield, play some 3-tech. You know what I mean? Because we will get the edge rusher that we're looking for. Get a trade opportunity. So guys in the middle of that defensive line will get one-on-ones, exploiting them. I think he's athletic and dynamic enough to really take advantage of those one-on-ones pretty much every single time he gets them. I think he can be good right away. He stayed in college long enough.
Yep. Definitely will. I think you're right about that. He definitely will be good right away. Anybody in the chat, if you haven't watched him, go check him out, man. Dominique Orange.
He's worth some time, man. 2 years.
Big citrus.
2 years I've been watching this cat. All right, so let's hop out to the edge. And you did a couple things there, Sammo. You want to explain why you did what you did?
Man, Akeem Mesidor is a dog, man. I think he does fall in the draft maybe a little bit just because of his age. He's going to be 25 years old by the time the draft rolls around, due to the fact that he spent his adolescent years in Canada, up there with the Canuck kids, the Canuck. So it took a little while for him to make his way on down to Florida and get through his college years.
That's the path, man. They got a
path.
He went to university here, I think, for a couple of years. Got his feet wet, got looked at, scouted, finally made his way up into the ranks at Florida. Got a couple of years going. Used to play with my son. He's 3 years older than my son. No, 2 years older than my son. So the path would be very similar, right, for just about any Canadian athlete who actually gets drafted in the NFL draft. If you were a UDFA, different situation, very likely you come in a bit younger. But if you're getting drafted, you're likely got a ways to go to get there. And this kid has, like, he was pretty dangerous during his time here that I've seen him growing up. Getting to Florida and doing what he's doing over there really says a lot for the tiny little football programs they have out here in Ottawa, Canada. But yeah, man, kid's a monster. Kid's an interior threat and an exterior threat, and I think that bodes very well with you doubling up at the position. Now you got a crazy rotation.
Rotation.
I was just about to say, we just went from thin to fucking fat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because by way of what we know we're gonna do at the trade deadline, which ain't that far from now. We got about a month and 11 days before we execute that plan. So about 41 days before they execute that plan.
Yep.
And we just went from being pretty thin and limited options at the edge to pretty goddamn thick, real fast with what Sammo just did here with Akeem Mesidor and Zion Young. Please stop calling him Mesidor, kids. It's Mesidor.
Mesidor.
There's an I in there. It's the same.
Tomato,
tomato, it's all the fucking same to me.
Oh man, don't take it personal. I'm just saying that's how it's pronounced.
It's the same shit.
That's how it's pronounced, man.
Okay.
I think Zion Young is a dog too, man, in his own right. I think that dude he has some development to do. I'll just say that. I think that getting him at 89 will be a steal. Like, you can't pass on. If he's there at 89 and you have that availability, the ability to pick him, and he's available, you go ahead and you draft this dude, man, because he could turn out to be a stud. And if nothing else, we know he's going to be a dog. He's going to play the run well. And he's going to develop as a pass rusher into maybe a dominant pass rusher. He's already a good pass rusher. I just question his counter moves. You get to the NFL, you got to be able to throw those counter moves because that first move is not always going to work. And you can't just overpower everyone. or run around everyone in the NFL. So, I just want to see him develop those counter moves, which I think he could do, man. But the boy has a heart of a lion. Zion with the heart of a lion. That's what I'm calling that dude, right?
Iron
So,
like a
Zion.
lion in
That's
Zion.
We just
So I
got
think
more
that's a great pickup.
we just got more firm against the run because Hakeem Mesidor and Zion Young both are very well against the run. Zion's got an engine that is man, look, that boy's possessed at times.
He is.
At times he is absolutely possessed out there. And that's, you put him on the other side of somebody like Austin Booker, get them some reps together on one side or another. You put sides, both of them on the same side, pick which one you want to block. There's different ways that you can freak that lineup with those kinds of tenacious pass rushers. Dog, and Mesidor, not to be fucking
Mesidor is nice, man.
Mesidor
is nice. He is a solid dude. Tenacious. He's solid, man. Mesidor is a solid dude.
Please.
And is a solid pick.
Kids, if you can pull that back up.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
You doing your own shit over there, ain't
you?
I forget I gotta do it on my.
He's like, oh, I forgot.
Yeah, you forgot you producing. Yeah. All right. I think this next part of the defense, I'm kind of I think I gotta go edge, but holy shit, you talking about trying to upgrade at a position. We definitely did that at defensive end with Hakeem Mesidor and Zion Young. But knowing that we needed to upgrade at linebacker and get more speed. Now, I say this, but I'll tell you guys something, man. It hurts my stomach. I get nauseated talking about how TJ Edwards wasn't, and I don't know, it could be the fact that he was never healthy throughout the year. People had a whole lot of complaints about Montez Sweat during last year, and we found out a little bit later on that he was never healthy the entire year. And people were wondering why is he not in the game at certain points? Because he wasn't good. Now, TJ, clearly to me, and I'm just talking about on the surface, I guess we'll find out about how healthy he was or not at some point. He clearly, to me, it became obvious to me that he was not fast enough to play and execute to the highest level in this defense. And it hurts my feelings to have to say that because I love TJ Edwards. I absolutely love him. But the truth of what I saw on film makes me say this. Adding Harold Perkins, adding Kyle Lewis, you just upgraded at not only speed and coverage, speed at getting downhill, making tackles. Both of these guys are a blur. Absolute blur. Slam dunk picks, Sammo. You couldn't have done no better than this right here.
Yes, sir. Tough tacklers. And they got to play with the right mentality too, man. Not even that's also mentioned that they're tenacious dudes, man. They're lions, dudes that eat with their hands, man. They're not, napkins and forks and knives. These are hunters. We're talking about hunters, right? We have at linebacker right now. These guys are going to eat. They're going to come downhill and get to the quarterback, or they're going to drop in coverage, and make plays. They're not just dropping in coverage either. These are playmakers when they drop in coverage. Kyle's making interceptions, tipping passes, giving opportunities for the DBs to go and make those interceptions. They're also forcing fumbles, both of these guys. So these are two great linebackers, man. If we ended up with these guys, man, it is definitely an upgrade in that role. And they're going to be great on special teams, too, because of that speed.
Love it.
I'm not sure. I'm still tossed up as to whether we got better more at defensive end or at linebacker, because those linebackers, y'all got to watch Harold Perkins Jr. and Kyle Lewis on film to know exactly what's making me so excited. These dudes get down. They can get, I'm talking about Bird. Dennis Allen, in order for his defense to be effective, because he wants to blitz a whole lot more than he blitzed this year. He wants to get downfield more than he did this year, but he was forced because he's playing with somebody else's personnel to play it a certain kind of way at times. And when we was disappointed in the way the game looked, you have to keep things in perspective in this way. Like how would you have played a certain situation if these ain't the guys that you pick? Are you gonna play it more aggressive because that's the way Dennis Allen's defense is supposed to look? Or are you gonna be heady and smart, knowing that you don't have the guys that you supposed to have, and play it safe a whole lot of times? That's why I look.
Gotta play it safe. Yep.
Right. I was trying to explain that live, and I don't know if it hit home, but that's what you have to do when you're basically dropped into this spaceship with all these guys that somebody else hired.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way it is.
So you're saying with this speed added that Sammo Rothstein put on here, that Dennis Allen could be less bend and don't break defense and more less force the issue and get off the field defense?
Freestyle Friday, goddamn.
Yeah, we're gonna be a lot more aggressive with a defense like this.
Well, if he can,
We'll be able to. What happened?
The idea is like generate pass rush, and that was really the issue. Yes, Montez got 10 this year. Austin Booker got a couple, 2, maybe 4, maybe even 5. There was a couple from the interior as well, but constant pass rush is what was missing, and that's why he couldn't really do what he was trying to do, be as aggressive as he would have wanted to be. But if we can generate pass rush with what you've built here, absolutely he can send some folks.
Kids, look at it this way. Trips, look at it this way. Let's just say you send the front 4 and you send 2 extra guys. You say you send 6 on a blitz. Now you got 5 in coverage. Do you have the speed behind those guys that are coming on that blitz to cover the space that's left open when you send those 6 guys? Did he have it this year? At times, yeah. When they play with extra DBs and they play in a dime package. When they got CJ out there, they got Kyler out there, they got Tyreek Stevenson and the whole host of guys. But Tremaine's the only linebacker you got out there. So that's really your only linebacker in run support. Now with the addition of these 2 guys, you don't necessarily have to do so much dime coverage, but you can if you want to, but you don't have to. You can play really, really firm, and you know that the guys that you have coming behind that blitz, can cover the spaces that are left open.
Yeah.
The dime coverage thing was also the result of just having sort of an embarrassment of riches in the secondary and lackluster in other places. So it kind of worked out well for us once CJ Gardner-Johnson joined the team and the rest of the secondary started to get healthy again. I expect to see a little bit less of that dime situation this year, but it worked. You know what I mean? It worked out pretty well for us.
Think about it this way, kids. So if they send 6, how much time do you got? How much time do those guys behind him have to get to the spots they need to get to? You got 1,001, 1,002, and the ball's pretty much gone.
Yeah,
maybe a half, 2.5, and the ball is gone. Are they fast enough, twitchy, and quick enough to get from A to B in that open hole that's sitting there and the quarterback is looking at?
Well, yeah, I think they are and they can, and the question is how rattled is that quarterback in that 1 and that 2? 1,001, 1,002. Is he off his spot? Is he worried somebody's breathing down his neck? That's what you want. And if that's the case, you can start jumping routes.
Yeah. Yep. All that's on the table now. With this draft.
Love it.
Just putting it out there. All right, so we're going to jump. I could talk about this shit all night long. I'm just telling y'all right now, I'm biting my tongue because I love these 2 picks so much. But now we got to get to my position group, and that is Damani Jackson. That is, I assume, your nickel cornerback that you just drafted, Sammo.
That is the corner. Yes.
Well, tell us why you picked this guy, and let's talk about the nickel cornerback position a little bit.
The major reason why I picked this guy, there's a couple. First one is he's a track star, right? So that's going to bode well for his ability just to move and be a little bit twitchier in the position. Other issues, as far as I was concerned, was he was just about he was speculated about 40 selections higher than who you'd suggested. So I thought that we'd be able to sort of slow down and pick that guy later, which we actually could have done. He was still available in the next pick, but instead we went with, I believe, not Le'Veon Moss. We went with Kyle Lewis, who it was either we upgraded the cornerback position again at that point, or we upgraded linebacker. But this is a highly touted corner for all intents and purposes. Super fast, and not short with the speed. He's actually pretty tall. So those are sort of the ways around that I was looking at.
What? This your draft pick?
This was my draft.
That was his pick. I let him. We talked about it. I told him to pick the guy that he liked the best, and this is the guy he chose. And I'm not mad at it. I like the speed. I like the speed. I like the speed. You seen Ian? We saw how it worked, man. Ian has to get his picks too, man.
I'm bullshit.
That's the reward.
That's all right. Watch this kid come out and just be the shit too. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. But he actually looked like a pretty high caliber and highly touted corner for what it was worth, and that's why I selected him. Best man available.
Yeah, coming out of the SEC, man, you can't beat that.
So I'll say this, man. I'll talk about the corner position, particularly the nickel cornerback position. I do think we're okay, better than okay at boundary corner, given the fact that even if we don't sign Nahshon Wright, which we didn't in Sammo's offseason, I still think we're fine because Tyreek Stevenson is there, and I think he's better than capable. You know, I think that kind of got overshadowed this year because Nahshon Wright was performing so well, and I don't blame the coaches for not taking him out of position when you got a hot hand. I think that's the kind of mindset that Dennis Allen was operating with, was going with the hot hand, the guy that was playing the best. Don't mess with that, because really that's a rule of thumb. If it ain't broke, don't mess around with it. Don't fix it, right? Yep. And so I believe that's what was going on with that. And did Tyreek Stevenson probably feel some kind of way about it? Yeah. After Jalen came back, for sure. And I don't blame him for feeling that way, because he worked his butt off since he's been here. Yes, there's been the boneheadedness and maybe some behavioral stuff on the field during the game, but I'll take that. I think Tyreek Stevenson has tremendous upside. He's just getting into this new defense just like everybody else is, and he needs some grace. I'm saying that to say this. I watched the games close enough to know that I did not expect that the cornerback position would be the weak link on this team, but it definitely revealed itself to be a weak link on this team, and we had to do something at the last minute to get C.J. Gardner-Johnson to fill in that void. I thought we were really good having Jalen Jones come back here. I thought we were really good having Josh Blackwell coming back here, but neither one of those guys seen any significant time at nickel cornerback, which is why that said to me that they're seeing something in practice that we don't know about. And everybody on the outside, like me, all you guys are like, why don't you play Josh Blackwell? Why don't you play Jalen Jones? They perform well. Maybe they're better zone corners than man corners. Maybe they're better in coverage than they are at defending the run. And you need to be both in this defense. Both things could be true. One or the other could be true. But I knew this. It became obvious to me that the nickel cornerback position was a need. And I'm glad you addressed it here.
Yep, absolutely was. We want to have that backup. Kyler was dealing with injuries for the most part for the entire season. Let's just call it what it was. The entire season we were without. And I didn't trust Nick McLeod. We seen him get burned a lot this year. We didn't get to see Jalen Jones. We didn't get to see Blackwell Jalen Johnson struggled as well. So, and just with the cornerback position, let's not forget we got Zai Frazier too. That's another guy who was, he was targeted. He was a target of our DB coach. So I'm looking for him to come in and have the same, maybe just some of the success, or maybe the same success that we saw from Wright, Nashawn Wright. They got the same size and body build, so it's quite possible that dude could come in and be just as good, man. So, hey, let's just I trust the coaching in that room to develop the talent and make these guys stand out.
I love like Terrell Smith, who was at Leo Factor. Terrell Smith had a torn patella tendon in his left knee. Does that worry me? Yes. I don't know that we can really count Terrell Smith in as a factor in here. But thank God they drafted Zay Frazier to come in there and kind of fill in a void there, because we didn't know that void was going to be there, but we were all talking about what are they going to do with all these goddamn cornerbacks.
Yep.
But guess what? He's going to have a role to play next year.
Well, we're going to see. Like I don't understand the love for Zay Frazier. We didn't see him do anything this season at all. So I think it's going to be I'm just saying.
I just saw the traits.
Cool.
Yeah,
if you're scouting the man and you saw what he brings to the table, cool. I've seen Terrell play, and he brings a lot to the table as well. I was really hoping for him to get reps this season, and he didn't because of the patella situation. So, end of the day, coming into this season, I don't think any one of us would have thought that the cornerback position might be a shortcoming. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody would have said that, and it did eventually become that, strictly due to injury alone. So, end of the day, for me, I think these guys are going to battle it out, right? I think these guys go to the well on the field and battle it out and see who wins, from a supremacy perspective for those reps, who captures those reps. I know the idea for Zay to get on the field is one thing. We're forgetting that if I'm correct, I think Terrell not a third-round pick. Like, I don't think he's a buster. You know what I mean? I think as long as he can hold it up,
fourth or fifth,
maybe even a fifth-round pick. But I think give the guy the opportunity. Let these kids battle it out.
Is Terrell Smith a man corner, or is he a zone corner?
Well, we're gonna.
I'll tell you what.
You can probably play both.
I'll tell you what. We'll carry this conversation into some extra sauce on Wednesday. You know why? Because we do tomorrow, and we got to get ready to close this thing out. And of course, we can keep going on and on. The thing about the Nomad Network that people like is that we carry on sometimes, but sometimes we gotta be abrupt and get the hell on up out of here because my boy down there got to go. We got like dog. I appreciate it. I don't even like talking to you like you guest, man. You my brother, and I love you, man. And I love having you here at all times, man. Just know that coming off the top, man.
Sir. Yes, sir. This was fun, man. I definitely enjoyed it, man. This was a good time, and man, like you say, man, I think we did damn good. We added. I think Dennis Allen would be shaking our hands and saluting us like, "Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!" This will be a scary team once these guys develop. And we got all this speed on defense and all these guys on the defensive line that can get after the quarterback. And man, this will be a sick draft if we can get anything close to this. So let's just hope that we do.
Amen to that. Kids, good job. Great job facilitating, man. Great job.
Give myself the Barry Horowitz pat on the back for this one. I think it was well done. Big shout outs to Sam Rothstein for holding it down in the
That's a new name, man. We got
in the GM room, man. In the room. We didn't even have to fight it, have to hold him back. We got all the bases covered. I think you guys would be very pleased with if this is what the actual draft looked like. It's not gonna, but it would be super dope if it did. You know what I mean? Like it would be,
Yeah.
it would be
This is
super
a
dope.
pipe dream. We just put a pipe dream together.
We
That
did,
was
we did.
We got a ton more pipe dreams to put out there before it all gets said and done, man.
Dude,
But
let's do it.
Just keep let's keep doing it, man. We'll go round 2 for you. Everybody will get around with this thing, or 2 or 3, who knows, man. But we got a lot of time to deal with it, man.
Yes,
and
sir.
It's fun. It's fun. The more and more we get into it, and I'm suspecting everybody's gonna be even more knowledgeable about it the next time we do the draft, man, because I'm just not really digging in hardcore. I'm just letting you guys know I'm not way ahead as I was last year because I took me I took a break because I deserve it. Shit,
yeah,
man.
me too. Me too.
Like, I love y'all, but I love me too. Yeah. But
I'm just laughing because Dakota Miller came in here with Brock Purdy dreams. He's not going to the Super Bowl either. So there's that. Anyways, back to where we were. Hey man, great draft, Sam. Nomad, Triple R, well done in your respective roles with regards to this draft. Great suggestions, players, etc. As stated, we will do many more of these, and you can catch them right here on the Nomad Network, right here at Kansas Canuck, as well as at Sports Chicago Style. So keep your eyes peeled, give us a like, share, subscribe, give us a little bit of love, and we're going to get the hell up out of here.
I'll tell you what, before everybody gives their closing thought, after you kids, just to make sure that we get you back here, Sammo, we'll put a 2-hour limit on the mock drafts and make sure we jump right on in it, get in and get the
we're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to get it done, man. We're going to get it done on Sunday nights, man. Wednesday's a little bit harder for me. I know I can't jump on this Wednesday, but next Sunday night we can make it happen again.
All right. I guess we're gonna put kids climbing on the clock or whatever his name is. He's some Jew somewhere.
Whoa.
you Jewish?
Oi.
You think?
Oi vey, brother.
What's wrong with saying that? You are Jewish with the way you think.
He say with the way you think.
Give it up.
We're gonna get shut. It's gonna get shut down now.
I don't know about you.
What's wrong with being Jewish, man? I'm Jewish.
We all are.
Yes.
Some lots of bagels, a schmear sour cream.
I keep my schmeckles. They're very important.
I'm a son of Solomon. What you thought? Yeah, that's a whole other conversation, man. But what do you think, Trips, man? Let's be short now because Sammo got to get out of here.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out on Sunday night. It's the off season now. It's technically not the off season for the NFL, but it is what it is, and it's the draft prognosticator season, if you will, and I spell season SZN because that's the way the kids do it, Sammo.
Yeah.
The kids can't speak all, by the way.
Keep it young. Keep it young.
So you all get those reports out, grind on those videos and the film, and break them all down, and we'll keep paying attention to who the coaching staff upgrades are, who the next general manager will be. So make sure you are subscribed to all 3 networks at the Nomad Network, at Kansas Canuck, and Sports Chicago Style, aka Triple RSCS. And also be on the lookout. I'm gonna be hooking up with the fellas, Chef Trips, Coach Tripping, and Trip, and we're gonna have our season-ending grades, separate videos for offense and defense, I would think. So be on the lookout for those.
Quick question, Trip.
And all the other fantastic content.
Hey, quick question, Trip. You gonna have them big girls there?
Come on now, we can't put that on camera no more. Not for this channel, because things be getting out of hand, and YouTube algorithms be tripping.
No, your ass be getting out of hand. How about that?
That's a behind the paywall only, if you will, kind of content.
With the sauce, that extra sauce.
Snack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no!
Let me be totally transparent with you all. I hope by Wednesday. And I know I'm pretty sure we will. I was hoping by this week we'd have a chance to break some news that we've been talking about for months and months and months. But I could not because I had to dig into this draft because I haven't put the work in like I normally do. I had to get caught up. I'm behind a little bit. So I had to, instead of doing that and putting my energy into that, I couldn't give it all my energy. I had to get ready for Sammo's draft, man. So he can have somebody to bounce some thoughts and shit back and forth on, players back and forth on. I was trying my best to get ready for this. I was crashing for it. But we'll be better moving forward, and everybody will. And I thank everybody for being here, man. Thank you, Sammo. Thank you, Kez, for facilitating. Thank you, Trips, for being the narrator for all this stuff, man. And I appreciate everybody so much, man. Keep supporting the Nomad Network. Keep supporting Sports Chicago Style, and definitely keep supporting Kids Canuck and his channel, man. We're gonna keep doing what we do, man. And I appreciate you guys so much, but I gotta leave you guys with these famous words. Love, peace, and hair grease, y'all.